Y'all, welcome to the last game of D&D Live, celebrating 4 years on the platform, being a platform and helping us roll games and having shenanigans and doing everything you can do in D&D, but digitally. I'm Tanya, I'm your DM for today's shenaniganry, and I'm going to let everyone introduce themselves and then talk about why we're all gathered here today before we literally go to hell. So I'm going to go in the order of the overlay and start with Saige. Who are you? What are you playing?
Great question. Hi, I'm Saige Ryan. I go by Not Saige everywhere on the internet, but today I will be playing Vesper. Vesper is a Protector Aasimar druid, which I'm very excited about. I love a level 20 druid.
This is going to be ridiculous. I love it. Omega.
Oh, hey, my name is Omega Jones, also known as the Critical Bard. I'm an active vocalist, hot mess incarnate. And today I'll be playing Antonio Nauthier, a Dampier Psi-Knight fighter who's a little in touch with his psionic side.
Awesome. Todd, who we finally get to hang out and play some D&D.
See, here we are. Hi, I'm Todd Stashwick. I'm Todd Stashwick on the Twitters. I'm a writer, actor, person. And I'm thrilled to be, for the first time, playing a 20th level character. I'm playing a character that I've streamed before, but now this is him at his ultimate this. So this is Ulka Hoons. He is a barbarian, path of the berserker. He's not very smart. He's so dumb, he thinks he's charming. And he's not very charming. So this is what we're going with today. And I'm thrilled to be playing with these all-stars. So thanks for having me.
Anytime. Sam, I get to play with you. Who are you? Who are you playing?
Well, I'm Sam Leve, and I'm going to be playing Ember. And I guess they're a sorcerer now. With kind of some wild magic. It'll be fine.
Fun. And Angelo.
Hey everyone, my name is DeAngelo Murillo, and I'm a writer and tabletop RPG performer and everything, always fighting for inclusivity and diversity in our community and everything. Today I will be playing Hector Liability, which is a strong orc name, last name and everything, and I'm a level 20 fighter, battle master, who's decked out in like Azteca sort of gear, obnoxious feathers everywhere, but he looks great doing it, so RIP those stealth checks, but it looks good. That's all that matters.
Last, never ever least, I finally get to play with I Am Chubby Bunny. Hello.
Yeah. Hello. I am Michelle Wynn Bradley, also known as I Am Chubby Bunny on the interwebs. I am a professional RPG player. I am a show host. I'm also a producer over at Twitch. And not producing this show, though. I'm very excited to just play. And my character is a 20th level ranger who's also an Arakokra. I never can say that word. My name is Krakakaka, as in the language of my people. If you don't say it right, I will get offended. And I don't really want to be here, but I'm just following the group. So yeah.
Okay.
That's what I mean.
And I was remiss. I did not ask people to do this, but if you don't mind sharing your pronouns so that people can be accurate and kind, both for yourself and your character, if your character's pronouns are different.
I'm she, her for me, and for my character. Go on.
Back from the top, both Vesper and I both use she, her pronouns.
He, him for Anton, they, he for me.
He, him for me, he, him for Ulka.
So.
Like any good horror movie, both Ember and I are they.
DeAngelo?
He, him for both.
And Michelle, you said she, her for both you and your character, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. And my pronouns are she, her. I am playing various NPCs today. We are going to do a little bit of an Infernal Goose chase for a very good cause, for two great causes, actually, both for Jasper's Game Day and StackUp.org. And when last I got a number, we were at $4,449.37. And our goal is only $5,000. I think in 3 hours we can hit it, right?
We have a
because
lot of attacks per round.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we got this.
Yeah.
We got this.
yeah. And also, you watching at home or wherever you are can affect the game. So if you want to give a player advantage, that's only 10 measly dollars. If you want to give someone disadvantage and be mean, you can do 15. You can give someone rerolls for 20, a wild magic surge for 25. And if you're really feeling generous and got a C note to spare, you can make a creature appear. And it's my discretion if it's friendly or not. We do have a limit on that. However, no animals will be harmed in this adventure today. At least not actual animals. Infernal animals are all fair game. So, are you ready to go to hell?
I mean, sure.
Let's go.
Let's
I've been
do
living
it.
there.
Let's do
this
it.
Last year and a half, yes.
Too real.
All right. So, our story starts in a battlefield that is strewn with bodies. There are people mourning and crying, and none of you are there to see it. Well, your bodies are there. Where you see, all of you fell in the great battle against Tiamat. All of you are great adventurers, strong, going for that one last score, but alas, you weren't quite strong enough. All of you open your eyes, though, in a place that seems dry and dusty and somewhere you really wouldn't want to be. You find yourself on a plateau, dust, red earth all around you, a black sky overhead, and a river that you can hear and see in the distance that is black and dark and gray, and it looks like if you fell in it, you'd never find your way out again. That's all you see around you. What do you do when you wake up?
I think we are in Pittsburgh.
What is Pittsburgh?
In my brain is filthy wasteland.
Hmm.
But they have been programs to clean up.
That sounds like a subdivision of Avernus, yes.
It does.
We're not in a pit. It couldn't be Pittsburgh.
Hmm.
Hello.
Did we win?
I don't think so.
Something tells me we did not do such a thing.
Well, it definitely wasn't my fault if we lost. I'm sure something happened that was completely out of our control.
Hmm.
My eyes kind of adjust and I start to like blink. They flash with a bright purple before it settles back into its dull but still glowing form, trying to figure out exactly where we might be.
My finger's wet now.
Yes,
You're
Umber,
what?
that is what you have done. You've licked your finger and put it in the air. What did you divine from that action?
Could I make a roll?
Sure. Give us our first roll of the game. An insight check.
Are we in heaven?
Not insight, I'm sorry. Investigation.
We are starting off. Well, we're
What did
starting
you
off.
get?
That's a 7.
Well,
There's dust. It's dark and you're coughing up the dust that's around you, yes.
While you do that, if I could, I would like to just I kind of scramble around at the dryness of it and the lack of seeming nature around, and I'll place my hands to the ground and I would like to cast commune with nature.
All right. For my benefit and those watching, what does that do?
You briefly become one with nature and gain the knowledge of the surroundings of territory. In the outdoors, the spell gives you knowledge of the land within 3 miles of you. You instantly gain knowledge of up to 3 facts: terrains and bodies of water, prevalent plants, minerals, animals, or people, powerful celestials, fae, fiends, undead, influence from other planes of existence and buildings. So I would love to know influence from other planes of existence, terrain and bodies of water, and any kind of prevalent plants, minerals, animals, or peoples.
All right. So bodies of water, that terrible river you can see is the River Styx. And the area around you, it is rich with like reddish clay and dust. It's like you're in a desert. It's very hot, it's very arid. And within 3 miles, just on the edge of what you can sense, you sense a city, some kind of bustling, I won't say life because you're you're in Avernus, but there are beings around just on the edge of what you can sense.
Do none of the people around me ping as alive?
No. No, including yourself.
Oh,
Thinking what she's doing is important, Alka mirrors her as he leans down and thinks he should be putting his hands on the ground too. And he stares intently. I feel the dirt, yes.
No. Well, it's the lack of feeling. It's the lack of us, and the lack of others, and the lack of everything.
At least the weather's nice.
Yes.
And he just looks at his dirty hands and he goes, you got that from dirt. This is very... The dirt told you this, yeah?
Yes, sort of, kind of, close enough.
It's magic. We explained this to you maybe like 20 times already. I'm not sure. It's magic. You don't have any, but some people have magic.
I have short-term memory thing.
Okay, I'll remind you that it's magic.
There's something else I was going to tell you. I have short-term memory thing.
All right. Okay. Let's move on here. So, Vesper, we are not on the corporeal plane. Is that what you're saying?
Oh, no, we are not, and it would appear that we are all dead.
Well, that's no worries. I mean, you guys magic users, right? You can just magic out, right?
Is that how magic works?
I hit things as he uses his hand axe to like shave himself a little bit.
Well, I shoot things. Vesper, Ember.
Oh, I
Antoine?
magic for sure, but well, if it didn't save me already, then it is probably not going to. All of my magic is up there.
I mean, your magic is there, but as a druid, I'm not sure what is going to be useful.
I'm a Circle of the Stars druid, and I do not see any stars here. So, I'm feeling a little disconnected.
So as you all get combobulated and kind of get up and out of the dust and dirt, what does everyone look like as you turn and see your companions?
Question, are we the dead versions of ourselves, or are we just like regular ourselves in Avernus? I don't know how that works.
So
Like,
so whatever you had with you going into the battle against Tiamat, it's there.
Uh-huh.
You're not marred, you're not injured.
Okay.
It would look as if you're going to have a very lovely service, except you don't look, you don't look dead, so this is why it's very confusing.
Oh, okay. I was like, am I a cool skeleton bird? That would have been dope.
Dark Souls rules. We're all like, yeah.
I am a very brightly colored Aarakocra, sort of like a parrot version of the Aarakocra. But you can see that I try to hide all my bright colors with like black clothes and like black belts because I'm trying to like tone it down as much as I can. I've got a huge bow on my back and like 20 million little pouches on my side, and I try to like sit in the back corner of the group and act like I don't care, but I care a lot. That's what I look like.
As you all are looking around at each other, you hear a strange noise around where Ember was, and instead of the person, you just see a plant.
Alka looks at his hands. Did I do this?
No.
Anton looks over at the plant and it suddenly begins to rise and float over. And I guess I'll take this chance to describe myself as well. You see this about 6'4" individual, nice caramel brown skin. The first thing you see, honestly, is this bright purpley white eyes that seem to emanate with something mystical, potentially. Wearing chainmail underneath clothing that's about black and with some blues, a little bit of silvers in it. He wears a shield. Well, the shield is on his back, but it's slightly hovered right off of it. Like it moves with him, but it's not necessarily touching him. Black fingerless gloves, long locks that are in a ponytail going down to the back. And if you look at the edges very closely where the locks connect to the scalp, you swear they seem almost purplish gray flesh tones, as if the hair is a part of him on a more intimate level. And as this pot floats over, this is an interesting phenomena. If where we are can turn someone into flora.
Vesper just looks so excited to see a plant. She's just like right up in it, not quite processing yet that it's Ember. Oh, it's just, I would love them back, but also it's so nice to see something living down here.
I am unsure if it is nice that this plant was once one of our own. Potentially this could happen to us as well.
Do you want us to talk with it? With the
If
plant?
you have that ability,
If
that is
Ember can
not...
speak through it? Maybe they can?
You seem to be the one with nature. Is that in your wheelhouse?
Oh, yes. I'll cast Speak with Plants.
What does Plant Ember have to say once you make your roll?
Small now.
What?
You're very big and I'm very small. Why?
Oh, I'm gonna let someone else take that.
Can we all hear her, or is it just you?
I believe with Speak with Plants, yeah, I imbue the plant itself.
To be able to
Plants
communicate with
within
it.
30 feet of you, limited sentience and animation, give them the ability to communicate.
Limited.
I think the answer is magic. Is that not the answer to your question, Ember? Magic? No.
This plant does incredible imitation of Ember.
I think
Has it down.
I think the plant is Ember.
That's not physically possible.
Well, I still have my baby Bjorn in my backpack for my kids, so I can use that and put her on like it and walk around.
Wait. What kind of plant am I? I can't see myself.
You are actually a very luscious aloe plant.
Hello.
Luscious.
Those burns you're going to get in Avernus. But Ember, well, quick question, and this is out of character. Can someone tell me if this will end automatically or if Ember has to roll for it to go back to themselves?
I believe on the wild magic table it's timed.
Okay. Well, just throwing me to the wolves already. It is on the beginning of your next turn. So Ember, you will no longer be a luscious aloe, you will be yourself and the start of your next turn.
While we're waiting, what does everyone else look like? We haven't got to
Yes.
everybody.
Yes, what do you all look like?
Right. So Vesper is not very tall at all. She stands to be about 4'9", and she has long flowing hair that is a deep shade of blue. It has little bits of flowers and twigs in it, but also when she moves, it sparkles just a little bit, like there's something kind of magical within her hair in itself. She wears clothing that's rather tattered under a layer of studded leather armor that appears to be piratey in nature. It's kind of an off-the-shoulder blouse and a kind of angled torn skirt with a boot. And she carries a scimitar.
All right.
Olka is about 6'5", grayish green. He's got one broken tusk and one whole tusk. The broken tusk is gold capped. There's lots of scarring all over. He's not wearing any armor. Animal skins, kilt. But the one thing that isn't rough and tumble is immaculate mani-pedi. He has taken very good care of toes and fingernails. And then you see, strapped to his back is a great axe, but the handle, the hilt, is a bone. And this is Grandpapa. This is the leg bone of his grandpapa that has been passed down through his family and fashioned into great axe. It's bound with leather, and but it's very solid, and it's very precious.
Right, who's left before we deplant Sam? Everyone describe
Ember and I?
themselves. Yes.
Yeah, Hector is 6'2", full orc, dark brown skin, dark brown eyes, beautiful tones and everything. And he's about 45 years old, so he's got salt and pepper sort of beard. He has very Aztec-inspired armor. Even though it's like plate, it's still like hide, bones, sort of like stones that are kind of there and everything. And it's an owlbear skull that he has as a helmet sort of thing. And he has a halberd on his back, as well as like a shield and everything. Or at least like a halberd in his hands. And all steel is replaced with obsidian for everything. And yeah.
All right, and Ember, you are no longer a plant. There's a mild poof, and you have Ember back.
I guess.
What do you look like now that you're not a plant?
Oh, well, I like to think I'm still luscious, but for the rest of it, I'm a human, and I look like I just got a much, much fancier job than I actually have any training for. In that, my clothes are pretty ordinary. They're Dungeons and Kmart Dragons, and most of what I have is a little singed around the edges, including my hair, which is short now, which is... It was how I wanted it, okay? Maybe some of this new magic pops off in ways I didn't expect, but this one wasn't me. This one wasn't me. I didn't do this.
As the wild magic comes off of you, it hits Alka, and his skin just glows a vibrant blue. He's not sure if it's connected, and he doesn't hate it.
But we are in a land where magic runs wild. That can be problematic.
This is your reminder that that's magic.
And he goes to put his hands on the ground again.
Oh, it's okay. You don't have to do it every time. We'll do it sometimes, though. And we'll do it together.
As the wild magic has apparently found all of you in this place, you're on this plateau. Because of Vesper's earlier magic, you know that you're in Avernus. You're near the River Styx, and there is a village, probably what would be 3 miles away. But you're newly dead, and as such, there's a being that shows up to welcome you to hell. They are... Yes?
Were we supposed to bring a gift basket?
No need for a gift.
Alka scoops up dirt.
And they just look at you and they're like, why are you giving me dirt?
I thought the gift. This magic dirt. She touched and...
I live here. It's fine. I don't.
He puts it in a pouch.
So you're all recently leaving the mortal plane, I see. How are you finding your first few hours in hell?
It is filled with chaos and uncertainty. It is not what I expected. I expected fire and despair, torment, if that is what our fate has decided for us. But it would seem that is not the case, at least not yet.
Well, there's levels and subdivisions to Avernus, or it's more commonly called hell.
And what is your name? Do you live here? You work here? What is it that you do?
Well, my name isn't important. What I do is come and suss out the newcomers, see if they really belong here yet. You see, not everyone, when they die, it's not their time yet. They've gone too early.
I don't think we should have died. We definitely died too early. I think we should go back immediately.
Well, I mean, we don't have any more student loan debt, so I mean, this is actually kind of nice. Yeah.
What
Student
is
loan
student
debts.
loan debt?
I don't go to school.
Smart.
Fight in the woods.
Well, before you declared that you were here erroneously, I'm sorry, I don't know your name.
Well, you cannot ask our name if you do not tell us yours.
Yeah, good call.
Yes,
I'm
never mind.
nameless. I've been here forever.
Then so are we. Oh.
Got a point.
Well,
My name is Antonio Nauthier. You can call me Anton.
Okay, well, Anton just broke the streak.
That's
I
yes.
was not aware of a streak.
Well, I was coming to offer you a deal on how to get out of here.
Okay, we'll take it. What is it?
I will call you
don't
Donald.
even-
You are Donald.
No.
Don.
No.
Dina.
No.
I'm going with it in my head, though.
Well, after I send you on your way, you won't see me again, hopefully.
And it'll be a story I share about my time with Donald.
He'll do it.
I'm
a
sure,
promise.
but
And I will
I'll be
embellish.
here. That's okay. I'll be here when you rightfully come back. Don't worry.
Thank you, Donald.
Again, it must have been a mistake. I don't think we should all be down here in fiery brimstone land. I think we should be the other way, or not dead at all. That's what we are heroes of the land, and I think we did a good job. Not sure. I don't remember a lot of the end of the part, but I think we did a great job.
So as you're talking, a clipboard appears, and there's a sheet of parchment on it. And they start flipping through it, and they go, that was you that, I see you stole 600 gold from orphans. And what else did you do? Oh, this was bad. You showed up and decapitated the wrong person on a contract.
Did I do these things, or is this?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Oh. Listen, reading is hard, and it's and people don't wear name tags, so how was I supposed to know it was an orphan house? It looked like a regular rich person's house with like a lot of rooms. So that is it's called a mistake, not evil. Just a little slow.
No one said you were evil. We do what we must to make it amongst the formerly the living. And they start just going through all of your misdeeds and things you've done. It's like, look, here's the deal. There's an evil creature in Fort Knucklebone. If you can destroy it, it guards the portal back to the mortal realm. Kill the creature, go through the portal, you resume your lives. I don't know what point in your life you'll go back, but it'll be like you never died.
You don't know when we'll return to you?
Well, it won't be too long before you died. I mean, your bodies are just kind of up there. So at most, maybe a week. You might have a chance to not do whatever it is that got you down here to begin with.
Oh.
Maybe.
Alka spits in his hand, extends it. You have deal. Donald.
And they look at you. I'm good. I'll take your word for it.
So it's deal just with word, not traditional spit deal, no?
Your tradition, not mine.
Well, then
I'll
he shakes
spit
his
in my
own
hand
hand.
and reach for just.
Oh,
Here you
thank
go.
you. Thank you. Thank you.
What kind of
And-
monster is it?
It's a monster. It's infernal, and I think the word in trade is some kind of bird or owl or goose.
I try very hard not to look at anybody else in the party. Not anybody in particular who might be an Aarakocra. Just nobody. I look at my toes.
Listen, all bird folk are not the same, Ember. I keep explaining this to you, but So if it's so easy to get out of, I assume we're in Avernus, why doesn't everyone else just go and kill that foul being and get out of here?
Oh, I didn't say it was easy. It's a giant monster.
Let's
Like
go
we have-
cook this goose.
But are you trying to say that like there's like a small chance we'll be able to defeat it, or like a 50% chance, or bigger?
Well,
small?
there's many of you, and you're all renowned, and then they go back to the clipboard. I mean, you're all high level, at least as far as human things go, of ranking you. It says here you're all accomplished. You've been fighting, some of you together. You
Your
should
words,
be able to
not
handle
mine.
it. Well, you weren't blue when you got here. What happened?
It's a whole thing. It's some sort of communication between Ember and myself, I believe.
It's magic.
It's message.
This is how
And
magic works.
Spits in his hand and he puts it out to Donald. So we have deal?
I'm not touching your spit-filled hand, but yes, we have a deal.
It's tradition.
Your tradition.
Fair enough.
And they hold their clipboard out and point toward the road. You will find a town, and from there they can tell you how to get to Fort Knucklebound. From there, you have to get into the fort and find the foul creature. Do you need anything else before I send you on your way?
I mean, what do you have to offer?
And they hold up actually one of these. They have a soul coin. They give you each 3 soul coins if you'd like to write that down.
And if you're using D&D Beyond, you can add it to your character sheet.
Mm-hmm. Yes, where can they put that in their character sheet?
If you go to inventory, go to manage inventorying, add Soulcoin.
So everyone has some soul coins. You've been pointed the way toward the town that Vesper felt when they were doing their magic. And with that, your mysterious host dips their head and just vanishes on the ether. You are alone. What would you like to do?
I like that Donald. He's nice.
I believe their name was Nameless.
I just don't. It's hard. I go with Donald for story purpose later.
Would you like me to call you something other than Al-Kahans?
I will take whatever creative name you have.
I do not have a creative name. It was merely a question.
Yes. I'm not sure I will turn my head if you say other name than Alka, but I could get used to it.
I see.
Are you walking and talking, or are you having?
Yes. And it sort of fades out as we move. This asinine conversation.
Yeah, I'm getting kind of
as they
hungry. I
move
hope they have food here
across
in
the
this village.
hellscape.
Hector, give me a roll and tell me what it is.
Oh god. Just a D20?
Yep, just tell me what it is.
It is a 13, a lucky 13.
You feel hungry, but you have no idea why, because you're dead.
Perfect. Just gonna take note of that.
I mean, you're all dead. You're in Avernus, so. And as you start walking toward the town that you could feel, Vesper, do any of you want to do anything, check your area, or just kind of make a beeline for the town?
I will. I mean, as Entine is walking, he definitely is looking around just to, again, get a more familiarized feeling about what this place is and what might be lurking. So he's doing a general look. I don't know if you want me to roll for it, but that is what he's doing right now as he walks with his hands behind his back.
Right, and Vesper, how you feeling over there? Do you feel like sheepy or?
Okay, so I was given advantage. So I did roll it twice.
Mhm.
My highest roll was a 12, and it is let's see, but it's wisdom. Okay, it's wisdom. Wisdom's my whole thing. Excellent. Then it would be a 23.
Oh yeah, you're fine. You're not a sheep.
I have a plus 11 to wisdom.
Oh,
I want to
Yeah,
let you know
you're
right now that
fine.
I am only good at one thing.
you are going to do all the talking then for everyone.
Excellent. Charisma's not nearly as high though, so keep that in mind. It's fine.
Nice.
Big same, big
But I
same.
am not a sheep.
That's good because there's wolves about. It would be bad if you were a sheep.
Noted.
I mean, not in the immediate vicinity, but sheep, wolf.
Right.
Eh.
While we're walking, just for some small talk as we go, he'll say, "So, it appears we lost our battle to Tiamat. If we have a chance to return, would you like to repeat what we did, or do you think we should take a different course as to not return here?"
Nah, let's do it again.
I kind of want to see this place more before I decide whether or not I want to move here permanently.
I don't think I'd like to come back. Dear, I would like to go back, not come back.
Yes, my place is with the heroes of legends in the Promised Land, not in this barren landscape. So,
Yeah, that's a good question. Because we're here, are we the baddies? Or I thought we outweighed our actions outweighed the good or the bad. But
well, I thought it
Acting the
was.
revenge of nature.
I thought it was a mistake, and then that figure that Alka is calling Donald said that I did some bad things, and I didn't know they were bad when I did them. So, like, what's the point system like? You know, is it my intention? It has to be bad, and then the action has to be bad, and that's worse than just doing a bad thing. There's some numbers that I do not understand in this land.
Maybe it's not just good things and bad things in good places and bad places. Maybe it's not a binary.
Well, I would like to think it is that way too, but that Donald person said that I did bad things, even though I didn't know I was doing bad things. So
You
I
just
don't
said
think
what
that's
you
fair.
did. They didn't say whether or not what you did was bad. They just said those things.
I suppose that's true, but then why do they bring up when I said I didn't belong here?
Why were you robbing from orphans anyway?
I didn't know they were orphans. It was just a nice house. I thought they were like the bad rich people.
What did you get?
Like a bunch of coins and gold.
You hear a disembodied voice. Was it worth it though?
Well, now that I know they were orphans, no, but I didn't know that. And that, knowledge is power and all that stuff. Anyway, are we going to kill this goose thing or not?
Right, you've been walking for a while. Anton, it seems as if you've had a little bit of a change during this walk.
Yeah, I think as I was talking and listening, I slowly realized that the horizon was becoming a little clearer as I began to grow about 6 inches taller. So now I am 7 foot. Looking, it would seem I've been affected by the chaos within this plane. Surprisingly, this does not offend me. Please let me know if I am in your way, though. I appear to block people easily now.
Very tall.
So, as you all realize, Anton has sprouted an extra half a foot. You start to see what looks to be a city. And it's bustling. There's dust kind of kicking up as people walk around. You're not close enough to see what is actually there, like, what kind of beings are in this town, but you are close. And as you enter and kind of turn into the proper city square, I guess, because it's Avernus, and you notice skeletons, look to be zombies. Very clearly a village of undead, walking around as if this is their everyday.
As we walk, Alka is just slightly going on his tiptoes as he walks next to Anton. He's not used to being shorter than anybody, and it's new.
Is this something you might have wanted, Alka?
I mean, given choice between 7 foot or glowy blue,
I think the color is becoming on you.
well, I'm not complaining. It's just 7 foot. I mean, you're big, you're very big. You get things off of shelf better. Things is impressive.
It will do the job that it needs to do if that job arrives.
Then so will glowy blue, I assume.
That it
Yes,
will.
you look like a giant Smurf.
Yeah, I do.
Okay, well, hold on. I've got it. Alka, I'll get on your shoulders, and then we're taller than Anton.
Let's do this then. Yes.
I just
So
climb.
yeah. Use grandpapa as part of your leverage. Boom, boom, boom. And we say, look, we like Anton.
Wow.
Anton looks at you,
Huh?
confused,
Yeah.
and then they lift off the ground
Oh,
and get about 50 feet above you and just look down and go, I was not sure if this was a game or not. And they just come right back up.
I like game.
Oh,
It's very fun.
Anton, you realize that you've got everyone's attention doing that, right?
That's valid.
And all of the people that were milling about in the road into the city and the city square look up when they see this being floating above them and then coming back down. That, like, the blue barbarian is not even a shock. It's just more of a,
That is my superhero name.
The blue barbarian.
I am the blue barbarian.
nice. And there's someone who actually like leans out of a doorway, like, come here, beckons you all in.
We walk over, I guess? Yeah.
You all join this yet to be described person.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I like how
Without
in
question.
Avernus we look weird.
Yeah.
I know, right?
It's not that you look weird, it's that people, even in Avernus, especially in this very sleepy town of undead, that was still strange.
this bucolic, laid-back town of undead.
There's
Valid.
an aesthetic, and we're not it.
Yeah.
We're not
I mean,
it.
the peace. Yeah.
It's like we're in Bar Harbor. Yeah.
You're not cottagecore enough for these
No.
undead.
No.
I'm a sparkly star pirate.
Right,
Yeah,
but you also
exactly.
didn't levitate 50 feet off the ground.
And I'm a glowing blue half-orc.
I'm
Oh,
mostly black,
glowiness.
so I think I fit in.
Oh boy. You all go with this person who has held open the door, and it's actually, it looks like
We have to
an old.
duck.
Yes, you have to duck, or you have to climb down. I don't want you to knock yourself out trying to enter this bar.
I definitely lower her down like Palobolus as she kind of goes around and then gets softly to the ground. It's not the first time I've had someone scale Alka.
Did you say bar?
Yes, I said bar.
Is it happy hour?
You're in Avernus, it's never a happy hour.
On happy hour?
It's sad undead hours.
Where everyone rues your name.
Stop.
No,
As long as they have.
Stop.
Those are
We're
hot
done.
wings, you know,
We don't
I'm
have
down.
any bards in this guy. No, we're
That's
done.
true. No bards. I don't know. Actually, speaking of bards, Hector, are you looking for a bargain on alcohol in Avernus? Is that why you're asking about happy hour?
I'm like really hungry right now, you know, and I think like a cold one and some wings would be like choice.
Okay,
I
no
mean-
wings. Hello, look what you
Oh, right. Sorry.
really
Oh,
upsetting.
He tries to cover his like owlbear head and also feathers as well as the head.
Yeah, that's all of this is offensive as hell.
yeah, you all notice as suddenly Hector has sprouted feathers like out of this helmet and in their beard, and also they just have sparkly butterflies around them. Just you turned and suddenly butterflies.
This place ain't too bad. I'm kind of liking it, you know? It's nice.
At this point, nothing surprised me.
Must be that weird Avernus magic affecting all of us. Hector, you said you were hungry. I don't think we need to eat because we're dead. I don't.
Oh no,
we're hungry.
I out of character, I want to see Hector try to eat something. Let's just run with it.
Oh, if there's food here, he'll absolutely. If they take coin, and the prices are affordable.
Well, Hector, actually,
Okay.
I've got a lot of money because of the whole orphan thing. It is orphan money, but if you would.
You're
So,
in
so you
Avernus.
can take it with you.
You can, but we're gonna get there. So we don't go too far off the rails. And also, I do want to point out that we went over $5,000. So thank you.
Yay! One rails!
Nice.
Yay!
I mean, it's for charity. The rails were already crooked, but I want to have some semblance of a story. So as the doors to the saloons close behind you, you notice a very dapper tiefling. He is heading back behind the bar and just kind of gestures at the bar stools for all of you. It's like, come. It's clear you're new here. Have a seat.
I will just like come close but stand because 7 foot probably is a little hard to do right now, but it's okay. He's used to standing. He's used to very much different circumstances.
Hector William Riker, the stool.
Oh my God. Do it. So this tiefling is very dapper. He's wearing a vest of leather, a smart tie. His horns are polished and shiny. Even has a little bit of a goatee, and he's kind of purple. And he starts wiping down the bar. So newly arrived, huh?
What gave it away?
You're blue. You're sparkly and butterflies, and I don't know if you were 7 feet when you were alive. So.
I was not.
And where's Ember? Can the tiefling bartenders see Ember, or did you get on a bar stool?
Ember got onto a bar stool and sort of chin hands on the bar.
And they look at you and it's like, why are you with them?
Well, I sneezed, and then I was on a battlefield, and then I kind of twitched a bit, and then I cast a fireball, and then someone was really mad at me for casting a fireball, and now I'm here with them.
I've heard stranger. I mean, I tend to bar in Avernus, so. Where are my manners? What would you like to drink?
Apple juice, but what's your name?
It is Alexander Ne'er-do-well.
Of the Avernus ne'er-do-wells.
And he gets you the apple juice. Anything else for any of you?
Would you
regret saying
happen?
this? Go.
Oh, no, go for it.
You're strong as mead.
All right, and he gets that for you.
Have you orcish ale?
Of course. Anything you want here. So suddenly orcish ale appears.
Would you
I
happen
meant
to
two
have...
orcish ale.
One at a time. I still don't overserve.
I am unsure of this plane. Would you happen to have wine made from the brine of an elder brain's pool?
That's very specific. I'd have to go in the basement for that. Let me serve everyone else, and then I'll check.
Thank you.
Just a water for me?
Just water.
Yes. It's remarkably dry down here. It's dead, even.
Sure. And you have a lovely frosted glass of water for our Aarakocra friend.
I don't need, anything. I'm fine. I don't need sustenance in this damned place. But if you have berries from the rivers outside of Waterdeep, I won't say no. They're already. You don't have to conjure them, but they're like around.
And he just snaps his fingers, and there's a bowl of the sweetest berries you've ever seen in your life or unlife.
Well, you didn't have to conjure them, but I won't let them go to waste.
Anyone else want food or anything else?
Well, I do not want sustenance, but I would be interested in knowing more about this Fort Knucklebone.
I see you've met her welcoming party. She doesn't really have a sense of humor about these things. But then again, if I've been doing the same job for... Oh, I've lost count how long she's been doing that job. But yeah, she just basically likes to get you in, get you out, and if you're here too early, give you a task to see if you can do it and leave.
Got one of those.
Is there anyone else in the bar?
So as you look around, you notice there's a couple Aarakocra that look like they're in kind of military uniforms. Like, you know, they're clearly off duty, but they're wearing military type uniforms. There's a couple elves, but they are pale, not like they live underground pale, but like they are long dead pale. And there's a human woman, dark skin, in plate mail that looks like it's seen a lot of battle. And next to her chair is a shield with the correct symbol of Tyr on it. And she's sitting back with her back to the wall, watching everyone and drinking very slowly. Don't forget, everyone has a lot of rerolls.
So this individual is looking at us. Are they looking at us like with curiosity? Are they looking at us to see what our plans are? Like, what's their intention? Is what I want to figure out.
The bartender or the people in the bar?
Sorry, I thought you said there's someone in the bar who was watching us. Unless I just heard that completely wrong.
No, you know how Strider is sitting and watching everyone in Lord of the Rings.
Gotcha.
They're kind of sitting back there, posted up with their drink, and they're just observing the bar in general. But they're not focused on any of you. But they're like they notice you all like newcomers, and then go back to their drink.
Gotcha. I thought it was like someone like watching us, like, who are these people? And I'm like, who are you? But okay.
And everyone who ate or drank, give me a Constitution saving throw.
Did they get my elderbrain brine wine?
They gave you a substitution. It was elderberries. They did not have very specific wine that you requested.
He doesn't drink it.
But he died.
And you're safe.
You said we had a reroll, right?
I'm going to use a reroll.
There are 19 rerolls available on the table.
All right, I'm going to use one.
Well, first I have to roll with disadvantage because of forever ago.
Oh yeah, there's like 2 or 3 disadvantages for you. And
there's one.
Okay.
You just are gonna inflate that number. There's like 150 disadvantages for you. Oh, well, neither of them suck, so.
What'd you get?
I got 19.
Okay, you're fine.
He can hold his orc ale.
11, okay. We're gonna remember that. We're gonna remember that. You have that kind of slightly uncomfortable feeling, but nothing happens for now.
Cool.
Victor ate a whole plate of carne asada fries. Just like.
And what did Hector get?
25.
Oh yeah, you're fine. Ember?
But he died.
What? Oh, 29, okay. And Vesper?
I'm so sorry. What was that roll?
Constitution saving throw.
Now, I have gotten simultaneously, I got a disadvantage and then I got an advantage. Do you want me to just use those one after the other so I'll have disadvantage on this one and advantage on the next?
No, just use your advantage right now.
Okay. Excellent. So with advantage, that is a dirty 20.
Nice. So just our birdie friend is going to have that come back to roost, so to speak. The rest of you are fine. Yes, I did that on purpose.
Thanks for the reroll,
You-
chat. That didn't work.
So, he's cleaned the bar, and as you ask for things, you keep getting food and drink, and your rolls still affect you. You're good for now. So Fort Knucklebone, let me guess, she told you to go find a goose, didn't she?
A bird of some sort who is causing trouble. Yes.
And that
have,
would
you,
help us get out.
have you met a goose?
I actually have not.
Oh.
I've met one goose.
Do you remember the very disturbing fact about that goose?
The one that I met,
Yes.
the way it honked at me.
Well,
And
honked,
they
but
bite, they hiss, they fly south for winter.
they also have teeth on their tongue.
They have tongue teeth, which is
Aw.
really disturbing.
Okay.
Now it's nightmare fuel.
Mm-hmm. They come from Avernus, they're not born of the mortal plane.
What did we deserve?
Have you met people?
I,
They have teeth on their tongue too, but metaphorically.
you could be a bartender whenever you come back here for good.
I have toyed with the idea of opening clubs.
Well, it's a bit dry around here. I would suggest opening someplace closer to the fort, at least you have clientele.
But
We'll
you
see
know
what
about
happens.
the goose. You could tell
I
us
do.
about it and help us defeat it.
Well, I can tell you about the goose. I can't really help you defeat it.
Knowledge is power.
True, but I can't really leave the bar. It's a bit of my penance. So I can tell you what I know, and maybe that will help you. Does anyone want to quiz our bartender? Or would you like me to use my disadvantage to give myself a failed check and tell someone all about
That
this
one.
goose?
That one.
All right,
Chaos.
your DM has disadvantage on themselves.
Woo, I
Maybe
don't
the
know.
dice
When
would be
the
nice.
DM volunteers disadvantage, kind of like, yeah, Vesper, go ahead, use your advantage on this roll now. It's
Yes,
like, okay,
thank
what's
you.
coming?
I only got a 7, so I will not withhold much information from you all. He starts, he pours himself a shot of whiskey. So this is what I know. It's giant, it's monstrous. It really shouldn't fit in the fort. But somehow they got this giant goose, this evil, evil creature, into this lower cavern of Fort Knucklebone. It guards a portal. How the portal works, I don't know. I'm not a mage, can't tell you. But it casts a light at all hours, and if you can get through it, which I'm guessing is why you got to kill the goose, you'll go back to the ethereal plane. You'll be back alive again. But you got to kill the goose. All I know is it's immune to poison.
Is it immune to Grandpapa? And I hold up my axe.
Is it magical?
It is.
No, I mean it can still be hard like any other creature.
Doesn't
Then
have
we
any.
will hurt it.
Doesn't have any weaknesses other than stab.
Nothing really, but if you use a
Is it
magical
missing
weapon,
a feather in a very specific spot?
No. No, but magical weapons will do more harm than a
Oh.
mundane weapon. And again, if anyone is thinking of using poison, it is immune. And
What about goose poison?
that's very specific, and it's infernal, so no.
It's good. We'll see. And he looks at the dirt in his bag.
I have a question.
Yes.
Does everyone get assigned a job here?
Don't know. I was a bartender when I was alive, and instead of getting to go tend bar in a nice luxury location for all the bad but rich people when they die, I wound up here.
Oh.
No one tips. It's dry. It's dusty.
Are there hell pirates?
Yes, but they usually are on the coast of the Styx further east.
If this doesn't work out, we could become hell pirates.
I mean, they said that we're coming back at some point, so even if we get back, just preparing.
But what I will tell you is I'm going to give you a token, and you can take this to the garage on the outskirts of town, and Mad Maggie will lend you a ride. That will get you to the door of Fort Knucklebone.
Oh, it's super far. Okay, I thought we were gonna just walk there, but
I mean, you
Right.
could walk.
it's
Could not.
unpleasant.
It's hot. It's dusty.
Well,
If you want,
we'll
you can rest.
we will take your coin. I'm feeling great. It's definitely not weird after eating Avernus food at all.
If you gotta use the bathroom.
I'm fine. I have no problems at all.
Mm-hmm.
This Mad Maggie person is like probably
Mad
totally
Maggie.
normal.
Well, I mean, we're in Avernus, and I would be respectful when you meet Mad Maggie. After all, she is a warlord, but she likes to tinker on the weekends. She makes war machines, and I always serve her favorite drink when she comes in. So once in a while, she'll give me a favor, and I'm using it for you all. So I have a feeling none of you really want to be here, do you?
I mean, nobody wants to be here. Maybe is that some people want to be here?
I don't know.
You could be
I've
hell
heard
pirates.
And there's butterflies and feather beards. Like, this is pretty dope.
As you say that, give me a roll.
All right. Well, Hector and Ember apparently want to stay, so
You
19.
don't have to go. As you say that, and you rub your beard, it tickles your nose, and you sneeze, and all of these feathers just fall to the bar.
I'm just like, no! All right, I'm ready to go. I'm over this.
I mean, you can take them with you. I don't know why you'd want the feathers, but you can scoop them up and take them with
I
you.
can put them in my headdress and just like put them back in.
Well, those are the extra feathers just spread from your beard. They did not fall out of your headdress. So your bartender is very chatty. And is there anything else you want to know before you head over to Maggie's?
And Alexander, would you please tell us more about the security at the Fort Knucklebone? Because I haven't fought a lot of forts. I think maybe they've fought a lot of forts, but I think they're high security.
I'm not a military tiefling, so unfortunately I can't help you with that. But there is my friend. I believe if you can get into the fort, he attends the bar there, and his name is Burr.
Berg?
Burr, as
Burr.
in
Oh,
yes,
As in Aaron.
yes,
Burr.
sir.
Anton has no idea what this means. CB is trying not to make a face.
I was waiting for you to break character.
Nope. I refuse.
Uh-huh. Yes, but and when you meet him, just tell him that Alexander sent you, or maybe not. He complains about how much I write him as it is.
Well, if we're leaving, let's raise a glass to freedom.
We are not free. We are simply waiting to go kill a goose. So
And when
can
we
leave
kill the
this land.
goose, we are free.
Free
And I
bird.
reach into my bag and I put a little bit of dirt on the counter and I go, here is a tip. Magic dirt.
And Alexander leans over. Take that dirt off my counter. I run
Oh,
a clean bar.
Your loss.
It's dirt. You can leave it. And wherever you got it, you're welcome to all the dirt you want.
it's lost. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Dirt hole.
but as you notice that as you're scooping this dirt off, you feel a tingle, and it's not anything you're accustomed to, because normally magic isn't something you can do, but clearly keeps happening to you as you are here, Elka.
Mhm.
And as you go to like wipe your hands clean, you make a gesture,
Mhm.
and you're suddenly very confused.
Like more than usual.
Yes, more than usual.
Mm.
You're not going to attack anyone. You know who you are. You know where you are.
Mm-hmm.
But you're very confused for a while.
Well,
Oh boy.
well.
Hey, bud, is your short-term memory loss happening again? Is he says with a mouthful of...
It's. Do you ever have, like, where did I leave that thing? And then you might still be wearing it, but you're looking for your thing while it's in your hand, or glasses on head while you're looking for glasses. You ever have that?
No.
Oh, all the time.
Okay, times that by 20. This how I feel right now. It's like deja vu for idiots.
And Alexander goes, we don't use that word here.
It's village. Like I'm where are we again?
You're in Avernus. You're in one of the higher levels because you can see the sky.
Uh-huh.
I don't remember the name of the town anymore. But, I mean, I've been here for so long, it doesn't matter. But it seems like you'll be okay, right?
I will follow them and trust.
Yeah, we
And
got
then
your
we-
back. Don't worry.
It would
Don't worry,
seem
you'll-
we should probably head towards our destination then, if you're all done consuming your drinks.
Is everyone good? Anybody taking a doggy bag for the road?
Oh, yeah.
Ah.
I would like to get back to getting back.
Raise a glass to freedom.
Here.
To the six of you?
Tomorrow there'll be more of us.
I hope not.
Trapped in Avernus. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't sound like a good thing at all.
I wish I understood why I said it.
Okay.
But Hector gets a doggy bag of jerky and some crudités. I don't know where crudités came from. They were just suddenly there when you wanted them.
I'll take it.
Eh.
Good.
And you all head toward Mad Maggie's, and Alexander waves you off and raises a glass to you as well. Kind of a short walk. It's not hard to find Maggie's because there is smoke billowing out of a stack, and you just hear the sounds of metal on metal grinding and banging and hitting things. And it's just a weird moment of that's really loud. It's like it's the loudest, busiest garage you've ever seen.
Hello?
I didn't know there were garages in Avernus.
Well, I suppose that they have vehicles to transport people and creatures. They have to put it somewhere. Can't leave it out in the dusty air.
I guess I would have assumed they used magic for all of that.
And
Magic.
well, as you're talking, an older woman comes out of the front door and sees you all kind of staring at the garage. And as she comes out, overhead, a griffin soars through the air and lands on the roof of the garage.
Oh, it's here. It's the goose. It came to us.
Oh, that's not a goose. That's a griffin.
The wrong kind of fowl.
Oh, I've never seen a goose. Pardon.
It's okay.
Why is that here?
Oh, it's mine. Well, she's mine. She's a guard griffin.
Hello.
Guard Griffin, would you say? Guard?
Guard griffin.
Okay, cool.
How big is the griffin?
Your smaller party members could probably ride it.
Exactly what I was wondering. But not all of us.
I mean, it also depends on what kind of vehicle Maggie gives you.
True. I was hoping.
Here, kitty. Here, kitty.
Not a cat.
Come here, kitty.
Alka, not a cat.
That part's a cat. That part's
Yeah.
a bird.
That's the part I was talking to.
Are you Maggie?
Yeah, who sent you?
Many people at this point.
True.
Alexander, most recently. At the bar.
Oh, Alexander, yes. Let me guess, he gave you a mark and said I would give you a car.
Yes,
or a
transport to a
vehicle.
goose.
You got it.
A goose.
Yes. Oh, that's not a good reaction.
I know. You said you've never seen a goose.
Nope.
They're terrifying.
Oh.
They're quite terrifying.
That's okay. We are all brave fighters, going to fight our way out of hell.
Like me.
Oh, I'm sure all of you are capable. Come. And I see you eyeing the griffin. I see you there. Vesper?
What is your kitty's name?
Verania.
Could you spell?
Sure. I'll do that in the chat.
Varenia.
She's a lovely pet, and she does on occasion go on scouting missions for me in case people don't come back with vehicles I've loaned them, or just if they owe me money.
Oh.
But she's
Excellent.
good. She only attacks when I tell her to.
Excellent.
But you, I see you eyeing her. Come here.
It's to me.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll clean it.
Maggie looks you over. I mean, she's not upset. She's not angry. And she's like, you're one with nature, I see. Well,
Yes.
not a lot of nature here, as I'm sure you've noticed.
No, it's feeling a little empty.
Well, she's probably the closest to nature you're going to get.
Yes.
And she looks around the group. It's like, I don't think I'm going to have anything that will fit all of you. Especially your rather tall friend here.
Two tall friends, both very tall.
Yes, they can grab onto the outside of the vehicle if that. I mean, they're strong, I guess.
Both tall.
Well, at the speed you're traveling, and the dust in the air, and the velocity of a swallow, that would be bad. That'd be very bad.
So you're saying we have to leave some of our group behind? Or
No.
separately?
No, the two shortest members of your party can borrow Verania. She knows her way home.
They get to ride the kitty.
You're almost as tall as the kitty. Or
I just-
Verania.
Inside I'm small. I want to ride kitty.
Ember immediately looks to Vesper and Krakaka, like ready to rock, paper, scissors for this.
All right.
I'm not riding that. That's no. I will fly my own butt to this place if I need to. I'm not riding it.
So then instead of going for your rock, paper, scissors while your hand is out, Vesper just high fives your fist.
Yeah. The Vesper gets Ember gets high five, and then belatedly tries to.
Oh,
What
I'm
next?
sorry. It's a timing thing. It's all right. And
We're
she'll
ready.
just like run onto the griffin.
Well, Maggie has to call it down because it's sitting on the roof.
Oh, okay.
Alka
but
leans
she-
over to Ember and says, I want full report on how fun it was to ride kitty.
Extensive report, repeatedly, Kitty.
Thank you.
Hey, Maggie, question really quick. So we died and then came here. So if we fight this goose and somehow, some way lose, not that we're going to, what happens then?
So your soul's already here, and I'm guessing your actual bodies are still in the mortal realm, correct?
Uh-huh.
Well,
Or in belly of Tiamat, I don't know.
that could be bad if you get back. Oh. We'll deal with that later. Well, if
One thing at a time. I get it.
if you die again here, well, really your soul, you might wind up in a soul coin and become currency. You'll be useful. Or you could become trapped in maybe the town or near Fort Knucklebone, or you could become spirits that haunt the fort. Wouldn't be the first ones.
I want to come back as Kitty.
Can't be reincarnation. That's not my wheelhouse.
How could
Orc
when we
can
get
dream.
back, you could train as a druid when we get back.
You promise?
And I'll just wild shape into a large cat. I can't be a griffin, but
And it's a small tear just forms in the corner of his eye.
Oh, you finally understand magic. This is like an amazing moment.
I'll take it down to a smaller cat and just kind of like.
Oh, Kitty.
And Elka, by the way, you are no longer confused. Watching Vesper change into a cat has cleared your confusion.
Focus me. I suddenly know my path.
Wait, could you turn into a mouse and then like have another party member right on the?
Yes, actually, technically I could just be some kind of bird. I could just fly alongside, but Krakakar doesn't want to get on it, right? And how tall is Hector?
6'2".
Okay. I mean, could we put one of the larger party members on the griffin? One of our tall friends?
You see, Anton is looking at Maggie and remembering something that Alexander said. You said, well, we were told there was a vehicle of sorts. I do have the ability to drive if necessary.
You know how to drive an infernal war machine.
I am quite learned.
But you've never been to hell before.
Not necessarily, no.
Well, that's what insurance is for. And so she waves her hand, and the griffin comes down to you, and then the doors open, and a very large war machine comes out, and it can clearly seat about 4 even tall people. So 4 of you can ride the war machine, 2 of you can ride on the griffin. Who's going where?
And you said I'm just clearly too big to ride the griffin.
I don't know. Let's see, because I don't know how big a griffin is.
I'm willing to carry all of his
riding
equipment.
size.
If you need me to.
Wait, what? All of you talked at once.
I'm willing to carry all of his equipment if it makes him light enough to ride the griffin.
So you want to offload into the trunk of the car.
Like, you just see me handing you Grandpapa, and I'm like running to get on the griffin.
Done. Yeah, I'll give it back to you when we're done.
You will. You will.
I'll wild shape into a giant owl so I can fly alongside.
Okay.
And also, if the griffin starts struggling, I can kind of come up underneath and give it a boost if it's struggling with carrying alcohol.
We're gonna never-ending story this thing.
That poor griffin.
We got this good ending.
Huge half-orc on the back of a
Very
poor griffin.
light thoughts. Just very light thoughts.
I think that's what the blue glow is for.
While you all get yourself together, Maggie has been staring at all this going. And she reaches into a belt pouch and hands you all a parchment. Who's getting in the car again? or the war machine?
Anton is. Anton's going to drive.
All right, so she hands Anton a parchment. It is a map to get to Fort Knucklebone.
They'll when they hand it up, it'll actually like suddenly come from their hand and it'll float right in front of Anton's face, and he just looks at it and says, "Thank you. This will be useful."
That was weird. Don't do that again. Let
I can help navigate too if you're going to be busy driving, Anton. I'm quite good at navigating.
Will you be flying in the air? Will I be able to hear you navigate?
No, I'm going to be inside the vehicle. I was just told about all the dust and such in the air, and that's apparently it's bad. I'm great at navigating.
I see.
roll me a
And then-
deception check.
Me?
Yeah, you.
I'm not to say. I'm being.
I saw the look on your face.
I'm being tsundere. That's different. let's see. I have a -1 to deception, so that's a 2. But
there's
Wait,
so many rerolls and advantages for you all, so you can do a
Well-
reroll.
But also my actual survival is like +10 though.
You weren't trying to survive a thing. That was going to be a deception check.
Okay.
But you can reroll.
I rerolled it. It's a 9. It's a 9.
So, Anton, do you believe our feathery friend?
I have a passive insight of 19, so no. But I'm not really pressed about it.
Okay, just checking. I was just like, you're looking a little shifty there.
Yeah.
Let's see what you're up to,
Well,
birdie friend.
I don't have to navigate. You can do it yourself.
If you wish to navigate, and the map floats over towards you, but I should be fine.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna help then. Pull it.
Right. And Verania is ready to follow your war machine. Maggie has taken the credit, the mark from Alexander. And you all are on your way to Fort Knucklebone, and that's a good place for us to take a quick break. Hey, welcome back for our merry romp through Avernus, aka Hell. Hope everyone got some water, stretched, took meds if you need it, got a snack, and you are comfy for the last half of our tomfoolery. So while we were actually taking a break, our characters made some progress toward their goal, and they are through the gates of Fort Knucklebone, because I'm not going to make them go through literally hell and back to achieve their goal. That's what the
To go
goose
through
is
hell and
for. But now we're back. Just for fun, what did you all do between the town you left on your griffin and in this war machine and entering the gates of Fort Knucklebone?
We answered riddle 3. First, I pictured Alka like riding on this thing with Ember, and just like soot hitting his face, and he's just in heaven. Like, he's just so happy to be riding a griffin with just like tears because of all the debris that's in his eyes and caking in his teeth. But he can't stop just belly laughing like Drax because he's having the time of his life.
Ember
Yes.
doesn't know what the Doof Warrior is, but the resemblance would be uncanny by way of Control Flames. Just absolutely supporting this act and having a wonderful time.
I will
That's
say,
it.
Anton, you all would have noticed that Anton, as he's having conversation, his hands were not on the wheel at all. It was just kind of moving on its own. But he's still controlling it, and he's, he feels very comfortable with the amount of knowledge that he has gained via certain things I won't speak about. But yeah, just driving and chilling.
Vesper has just been showing off flying, just like doing little air flips and stuff,
I'm
circling
like,
around the griffin in the
rolling.
car. Yeah.
I feel like I'd be switching back and forth between like throwing dirty looks to Vesper, like I can do that too. It's not. I mean, I can do it too. I'm just not doing it right now. And also like over explaining the directions to Anton. You know, we have to turn here, right? Like, it's no. Okay, you knew. All right.
I am aware, thank you.
Hector would have been passed out in the back seat after eating the rest of his doggy bag of food and just like snoring
food
super
coma.
loud. Exactly. Yeah.
So Hector got the itis.
Exactly.
Forgot the itis. Got it. All right. So you are in Fort Knucklebone. Verania, your griffin ride has landed and is
and just drifts, and we just jump.
I mean, you can. So she was just chilling, and she waits for you all to like get out of the vehicle. No, weirdly, no one stops you. They see the war machine, and they assume you must be doing errands for Mad Maggie.
Yes, we're very important to doing errands for Mad Maggie.
And someone give me an investigation check. And there are rerolls aplenty for you.
Ooh.
And I get a disadvantage again, so.
I'm going to say it shouldn't be me.
I got it. That is investigation 28.
Oh wow, you find everything. So there's actually a trunk in your war machine. I know that may sound weird, but there's a box marked delivery for Knucklebone in the trunk. So whoever's strongest can take this box.
I'll grab it.
Are you stronger? You might be.
Wow.
I'm just so used to people handing him things, and he just
That's
carries
valid.
them. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll say it would appear that there seems to be a delivery. We have our way in.
Are we not going to check what's in that before we deliver
We
it?
should not worry about things that possibly do not concern us. Our concern is getting inside.
I'm going to land on the roof of the war machine and wild shape, drop my wild shape and just go, I mean, I would like to know what's inside, right?
What is the weight? Do I hear anything?
You don't hear anything. It's if you were not strong as you are and as buff, it would be like trying to carry a person in a box. Not a coffin, let's be clear, but it'd be like trying to carry if someone was passed out. It's heavy.
I'm familiar with experience. So, does everyone want to know what's in case? It doesn't say don't open.
We weren't given any specific instructions not to. Is it locked?
Is it?
Give me an investigation check.
Oh, because I'm really good at that.
And
Hector
you have
will take 5
disadvantage.
steps back.
And I have disadvantage, but I got re-rolls up the wazoo. So, okay.
That's not
You
right,
notice
though.
his shield
Okay.
comes from the back and casually floats in front of him.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that one, I failed that one. I'm not going to keep rolling until it works. I'm going to let somebody else open.
What was your roll?
Oh! It was a 4.
Oh, yeah, it's locked.
Yes, it's locked.
Huh. Does anyone know how to
Shake it.
pick a lock?
Do any of you know how to pick a lock?
Grandpapa could pick lock.
We could break the box open or set it on fire.
I know you just jumped to set it on fire.
I mean, I don't have magic, but I just assumed that's
I
how.
mean, we could.
Like that's plan B.
And that's how you wind up in Avernus, by jumping in fire.
What if that box belongs to orphans? I don't want to get more demerits on my record for this.
I mean, we're already in hell.
So burn it.
Well, no, I was just.
All right, what are you going to do with the box?
If we really want to know, I mean, I'll smash the lock.
Sure, the items could belong to orphans, and it could be a bad thing that we have peeked in the
I would
possessions of
I'll
orphans.
just smash the lock.
I think right before your hand actually hits, you feel a force to stop. Or it won't stop you completely, but like it's going to start like try to slow you down. And I say, if we smash this, we might not be able to use it to get inside.
I'm not smashing the box itself. I'm trying to smash the lock off. I'm being a little surgical.
You know, like when you're in video games and there's always that giant lock on things.
Right. What if it's a
Yeah.
test? What if they're seeing if we should be here because we're going to deliver something terribly evil, and if we don't look inside, once it arrives, it'll I don't know, pour evil little monsters out of it.
Yes,
and,
if we fail
attack a
test, we
village.
might go to hell.
Right.
You will notice a force no longer stops you, and it says, "If you wish."
Give me a strength check against the box.
Oh, I like that idea.
Classic adventurers. It's a box deliverer, but what's inside?
Uh-huh.
Exactly.
So that's hang on.
Eh?
That's a 24.
Ooh.
Oh, you shatter the lock,
Kaboosh.
but then there's also you start to hear cracking because you hit the lock, didn't miss that, but it's almost like an accordion kind of expanding out as you hear cracks and splinters, and the box just explodes and suddenly there's just like wood everywhere.
Success.
I'm going to roll a D100.
The whole box? the whole box?
Any of you guys got mend? I think magic users, sometimes I've seen them do that.
I have something for this. I
Quick,
do
put it together,
actually.
You just
Ember
like,
raised their hand.
Yes, Ember.
I have something for this. Scrolling through my spell list. I have something to fix it. Just a moment.
All right, well, I'm going to roll a D100 and see what comes out of the box.
What's in the box?
I mean,
I actually did for once take mending.
Yes.
oh, Ember.
I regretted not
I
saw the-
mending
I saw
every
the hand up.
character I built.
Do you want to try to mend the box, or do you want to see what is there
Yes.
once the dust
I think
settles?
Ember is going to jump in ready to mend things, and because mending just does little bits at a time, they're like trying to put the box together as whatever that D100 says.
I'll jump in with mending as well to help if you want, so we can like do little pieces
We're
together.
just like Legoing it back
Yeah.
together effectively.
So I would like to see what's in it.
The creature or whatever D100 scariness should pop out because we have made bad decisions.
You've made bad decisions,
Yes.
and as you two are trying to mend the box, you hear a horrible hissing sound.
That sounds great.
And out of the dust of this box, there were 2 eggs in it. And out of one egg, a cobra appears. And out of the
Kitty.
other, a baby goose. Except it is red like fire and has demonic eyes.
Kitty.
Can I try to make
Where
them
it's
be
Mama.
What?
Are you Bob?
What did you say?
I have very good animal handling. I would love if I could try to make them think I'm their mommy.
That may
Not the
work.
mama.
That may work on the goose, not the snake.
Okay. I will try it on the goose and avoid the snake if I'm allowed.
Sure. It's a one-shot. Go for it.
My dudes, I rolled a nat 20 and I get a plus, hold on, animal handling is crazy, plus 10, so I rolled a 30.
Oh, that's the most important roll that has ever happened in Dungeons or Dragons.
We won the game.
All right.
Little goosey. Oh,
So,
you see,
so
like,
tell us what happens with the 30 on this animal handling.
Yeah. So, like, the facade of me being, like, tough and, like, trying to be cool just completely, like, falls away. And I get down, like, I crouch down on, like, my knees.
Bird to
Hey, little
bird.
baby goose, bird to bird. Little baby goose, did you miss your mommy? Want to miss your mommy? We're gonna take it to your mommy. Come here. And I, like, entice it over, and it starts to kind of, like, you know, peck at my hands. And it immediately, you know, jumps up onto my shoulder and climbs up. And now I'm an Aarakocra bird with a little goose baby on my shoulder, and we're best friends. And its name is...
Is Ryan?
Baby,
Get
what's
it?
your name?
Come on, come on,
Oh.
What's your
come
name?
on, come on!
And with my animal handling skills, he picks out the word Ryan on my shoulder.
Brian Gooseling. Yes.
Oh, Jesus.
I should give you disadvantage for that forever, for as long as I ever get to know you.
Or inspiration.
This is hell, so it's like
This is yeah. It's
You know what? Actually, I'm going to do that. You got a point of inspiration for that terrible name.
You
So
just
now
encouraged him.
I'm afraid. So you've got one infernal pet, but there's still the cobra to deal with.
all right.
Dealing with that, I walk away.
I got a +1 to animal handling, so I'm gonna try the exact same thing, but on the cobra.
All right.
Let's see how bad this goes. I got a 10. Mighty 10.
Oh no. No, that didn't work. The cobra looks offended. How a cobra will look offended, I can't tell you.
Eyebrows furrow.
But it's like, angry face. Someone please draw me.
It doesn't. Does it seem like it's right? Does it seem like it's antagonizing, scared? Is it about to attack us, or is it just worried about where it's at?
No, it's like a little it has angry face, and it's like doing the cobra face. Yes,
I
Ember?
could try to speak to it if you'd like.
Yeah,
Be
go for it.
quick.
I think I'm doing a good job.
Go for it.
Seems a little upset. All right, I will cast Speak with Animals.
Sure.
There's no particular role for that. It's just the knowledge and awareness of the beast is limited by their intelligence, but at minimum they can give me information about nearby things.
Sure. That will last for one round. What is it you asked the snake about?
I'll say we are not here to hurt you. You wanna hang out?
And it like
This is like an anime. Like how should I not make friends with a snake in hell?
Yes or no? It's like, you know.
and it's hang out.
Come with us on an adventure.
I was in a box.
We saved
Why?
you. You're welcome.
I was warm and cozy.
My hands start heating with like a little bit of fire. Like
You want to fry me?
No. Okay. I will wild shape into a snake.
As you're doing that, whatever Anton says next must be a shout, and then also for our birdie friend, if you try to talk to anyone for the next minute, pink bubbles froth out of your mouth. Breaking this crate has had some consequences.
Yeah, Anton, when the crate broke, he had a shield in front, so most of it just kind of went past him. But as he sees what's going on, I'm going to scoot back a little bit. What is the purpose of this snake charming? Is this required to go into the
My friend,
port?
why are you yelling?
I am not yelling. I am
No,
speaking at
you
my
are
normal
absolutely.
speed.
Oh, we have neighbors.
We do not have neighbors. We are in Avernus.
Wow.
Yes, and bubbles keep floating out of the air at Coco's feet.
I mean, this snake could be our new homie. Like, think about it. He could have, like, you seem pretty cool. You seem pretty chill, right? And I look over the snake. Cobra.
Vesper, you're now a snake, I'm guessing.
Yes, I wild shaped into a snake. As an attempt to communicate that we mean no harm to snakes. Fellow snake.
And the snake is like, the cobra's like slithering around you. It's like, but you were just.
If I had arms, they'd be going, ah.
Are you going to change me into a two-legged creature?
I do not have that ability. No.
All right, you go where you're going, and I'm going where I'm going. Go. That's
I
weird.
think were you supposed to be heading somewhere?
I don't know. I was in my egg, and someone kept talking to me, saying that I would make a great gift for something, and I don't speak whatever two-legged.
Right. So we might need to deliver you for that. Probably for very good reasons and a safe place to be.
I was safe in my egg.
Well,
What if you?
That's the start of a musical song. I was safe in my egg.
What if you travel with us for 30 minutes, no strings attached? If you don't like us, you can leave. If you like us, we can hang out and chill.
Oh, trial of friendship. I like this.
My God.
Stepping on the egg.
Whatever decision we make, we should head inside.
Jesus.
So the snake warily looks at you, Snake Vesper, and then looks Vesper, and it looks at what's left of the box. Well, you broke my home.
Oh, we got a friend fixing it. Slowly. Don't worry.
And while all of this is going on, you have attracted the attention of guards. And one comes over, they're Dragonborn, and they look rather annoyed at whoever you are, and why are you making this noise in their fort, and why are there snakes and bird? Why is a bird on a bird's shoulder?
And why is he yelling?
Oh,
I have already said I have not been yelling.
You're fine.
It's the cops,
Will
quick.
Ferrell.
Snakey, come on. We gotta get out of here.
Do you actually say it's the cops? You
In a
say
hushed
that?
tone. Yeah.
we don't talk to cops. I don't say that.
Like, you could say that.
From my understanding on the material plane, such a profession would lead to you being a bastard.
You're right, but I'm not a cop. I'm in the military, and you all are making noise in my fort. Why are you here?
We were here to deliver this box, and the box got broken, so we're trying to fix the box so we can deliver it. Please, cover for us.
And we are also seeking to destroy the bird that is inside. Was I not supposed to say that?
No.
Maybe not, but we're here now.
I turn, and you guys see a side of Alka that you hadn't seen before, which is he uses intimidating presence, because we don't need to be slowed down. We got to go kill a goose, and so he just turns and just kind of straightens his back and cracks his neck, and it's almost like a Jedi mind trick. He's like, "We're fine. You go back to work now."
So what is that? How does that work?
You can frighten a creature that you can see within 30 feet. If it can see and hear you, it must succeed on a Wisdom saving throw, DC 14, or be frightened until the end of its next turn. You use your action to extend to the duration of this effect each turn, unless it moves out of sight. So he's got to roll a DC 14.
Okay. Ooh, what if I hit a 14? Is it a tie beats?
I think it's DM's,
DM's discretion,
or whatever you want to do.
Yep, meets beats.
Oh, for the sake of comedy, let's say that a 14 does not, even though it's meat, it did not beat. It wasn't quite enough. So you have put the fear of Tiamat or someone into this Dragonborn god. Yeah. Just right. Just take get out of here. We've got some folks that might think you're delivering breakfast. Go.
Ryan
And,
is no one's breakfast, and I can talk again.
I meant that, just go. And he snaps his fingers like, wait, I know where that's supposed to go. Take those stairs all the way down into the third lowest level and let the guard know you're there for their feathered friend.
Thank you.
Goose.
As the voice goes back down.
Mr. Scaly Bottom, you want to come with us?
And the cobra kind of just looks at you.
Talking to me or him?
I do the same motion.
Fine, I'll go with you. Hopefully you'll have food. And the snake curls around your upper arm, Hector.
Totally cool. Down with it.
Remember, there's a live cobra now wrapped around your arm. Well, live. You're in Avernus.
I am also still a snake, so I'm just gonna kind of like slither up to the kind of center of the group and like lift my front half up a few times to imply for uppies.
Ember's here for uppies.
I slither right up for uppies.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
I'll wrap up on the arm as well.
Not on either of the very, very tall people.
Nope.
Ember volunteers.
That's perfect. It's more of my usual range of sight.
Right.
Quick question for the group. Who has hair? I know it's a strange question, but bear with me.
The fear of Todd.
Oh dear.
I have a
It's
beard.
shorter
I don't know
than it
about
used to be,
you, but like
not
top
burned
hair.
Hector. Something about that snake is poisonous to your skin and your beard falls out.
I see it like the moment it touches me, I'm like, "Are you made of gluten?" Because I'm allergic to gluten. And then, like,
Oh no.
And it just hisses at you because you can't talk to snakes. So it's like,
oh, that's right.
it just kind of looks at you very weirdly. And then it looks down at the ground where your luscious beard is now on the ground. It's like, oh. And it says in snake speak, oh, I didn't know humans shed too. Hmm.
I still
So-
feed him my leftovers.
Oh, he's just. I mean, snake wants live food, so you have your directions. Are you going to follow them to deliver?
Yes, we are going to finally deliver this thing after a detour or opening a box.
I will remember not to wild shape into small rodents.
Yes. Well, I don't know how long you want your wild shape to last, but at some point you might want to turn back to yourself.
I assume so. It was just kind of nice to have uppies. It's
Fair.
been a long journey.
Very
You
fair.
didn't get uppies on the griffin, so you should get uppies on the one who rode on the griffin. It's like second degree. Second to griffin.
Yeah.
Got it.
So,
Griffin adjacent.
oh my god. So you all are wandering through the fortress. I mean, you're following directions, but you're trying to look a little less obvious. And you finally get to this lowest level of Fort Knucklebone. And it's dark. It feels oppressive. The only light is something you see at the far end, and it's outlining a door. And you can see two figures in front of the door, but that's the only light in this very long hallway. And that's where they told you to go. Do you approach, or what would you like to do before you hopefully encounter your goosey friends?
I grab Grandpapa just to have him ready.
Yeah, hands on my great sword that I've had, but I just keep walking.
Okay. Is Ryan still on your shoulder?
Ryan is on my shoulder forever. We are connected, mind, body, and soul, as best friends for life. And anyway, so I think I would sort of stealth right up to the door and try to like listen for sounds or search for traps. Actually, I'll search for traps.
Well, give me a stealth check because you just came up to the door with a bird on your shoulder, and there are two guards in front. So I need a stealth check.
He's a good boy.
I will slither down and drop my wild shape.
All right. That is. I'm gonna re-roll that. That is a 29.
You are shadow and smoke. They do not notice you.
And I'm glowing blue.
Yeah, they notice you.
I can cast Pass Without Trace on the party.
Okay. Well,
Love.
the thing is, you still need to get in the door.
Oh,
So when you get to the door, are you going to startle these guards or are you just going to approach them?
I
or
mean,
are you gonna try to steal the keys and go in?
Anton's just walking.
Oh.
Yeah, he walks up and if he gets into viewing range, he simply says, "We are here to go inside to deal with a certain problem."
Feathered
And-
friend. They said to say feathered friend.
Feathered friend, if that is what they wish for us to call it.
Oh, you mean the goose?
Sure.
You didn't do the code word though.
I was not aware there was a code word, but we still need to get inside. May we get inside, please?
But they gave the code word.
Who is they? Oh, you mean
And-
feathered friend?
Yes.
If
Feathered
would
friend.
like me to give you a
Feathered friend.
feathered friend.
Feather friend.
I appear behind the guards. Feathered friends.
And one of them whirls around with a sword in hand.
Disappear.
Oh, that was weird wind.
It was an arrow to the knee. Don't scare us like that. We're down here alone in the dark a lot. Don't do that. Whoever you are, if you're with these people, say hi. And it just, ooh, he sheathes the sword. It's like, look, you almost became a shish kebab. Don't frighten people down here. It was like, oh, hey, let it go, let him in. We're gonna hear the crunching soon enough. Let's just let him in. And they open the door for you, and you enter a room that is filled in a blue magical glow.
Yeah.
And when you finally get in, you see the biggest goose you've ever seen in your life.
Mind if, in the period where people were doing prep, I cast a couple prep spells, so I'm not the
Okay.
squishiest baby. Just a mage armor and a little crown of stars.
Okay. All right. Just remind me of that whenever it is your turn.
Will do. Thank you.
Are any of you going to do anything before the goose makes a turn?
Oh.
I'm going into rage.
You would like to rage?
Well, I'll lean over to Mr. Scalybottom and be like, "Listen, if things get spicy, you get out of here, all right? Don't play hero or anything like that." And it's very concerned.
Oh, the cobra has noticed the clutches of eggs around. The cobra's not thinking about you. They know that there's a snack in those eggs. They have left you.
It's go ahead.
No, you're good. You're good.
Oh, I was gonna say, I attempt animal handling again, and I feel like I get advantage because I have
No,
baby. Okay, I do it regularly, regular style.
it's a really
la
high
carte.
DC.
Mhm.
So please tell me what you're
On a
trying.
fiend.
No,
Well,
and
I'm a friend. It's okay. That's not a nat 20, but it's still 17 plus. I think it was 10, so it's 27.
Mm-mm.
Oh shit.
This is your
Right.
boss battle. Welcome.
Okay.
So
And Anton's shield floats in front of him as he speaks a word in deep speech, and it actually takes the form in front. And at the same time, there's like a pulse that comes off of it and floats off to, please remember this, Ember, Kakakaka, Vesper, Hector, myself. Sorry, Alka. You'll be fine. You're a barbarian. As I use my Bulwark of Force, that gives all of you a +2 to your AC, and wording, and where are you at? And +2 to AC and dexterity saving throws. Or is it? You get half cover, basically.
Okay.
Yes, with
So it's-
myself as well.
as Alka goes into rage, his pupils they dilate, and then they go huge, and then he actually goes calm as the blood starts pumping through his veins and moving the oxygen actually deeper into his brain. He becomes a bit eloquent,
Oh.
very still, and this is an Alka you have not seen before, for this is how I rage. And he's got Grandpapa at
All
the
right.
ready.
Is everyone else all prepped and ready to go? Then roll initiative.
Ooh, I love that. I didn't realize it said that. That's funny.
I'm going to roll for the goose.
I get advantage.
Wow, the goose is not doing well in it. And initiative. The goose may get cooked early. All right, the goose only got a 3 in initiative.
We're okay with that. We're here for that.
All right. So Vesper and Anton, who has the higher dex?
Vesper, probably.
I have a 14 for Dex. I'm not super high on Dex.
I have a 12.
I meant for, okay, so
Yeah, so Vesper goes first. Go for me. Yeah.
Okay, so has everyone roll? And for your rage, does that give you any bonuses, Alka?
No, I rolled really crappy, even with advantage. I still got just a 10.
Okay, you still did better than the goose.
Yeah.
And for Krakatoa and Hector, who has the higher dex?
Oh, the ranger, right?
Yeah, I have 20 dex.
Yeah, I got 12. Yeah.
Okay then.
Me dex.
I'm strong, not fast.
All of this. Actually, Avernus there.
So we got advantage for Ryan Gosling.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Are you rolling for Ryan?
Gosling.
I hadn't planned on it, but
You can just chill, or I can put him in a nice safe spot.
the
Does this
thing
honk
that
do a
was-
firebolt?
It's the same stats as the boss itself because what's good for the goose is good for the.
You don't know the boss's stats, though. Ha ha.
Okay,
All
stay
right.
together.
All right. First up is Vesper.
All right, I would like to call lightning.
Ooh.
All right. Let me pull
So
up the goose.
when Vesper looks up at the goose, you see the kind of like light shimmer in her hair that you see when it moves, light even more. Pretty much her entire hair starts to kind of glow with these like coming and going pieces of like stardust, essentially. And she reaches up to the sky and she starts kind of like swirling a storm above the goose and calls down lightning. That is a dex save of 19.
Oh boy. And there
I'm
are
thinking a
plenty
big goose might not be too dexterous.
It's not, but remember, there's a lot of rerolls on the table.
Can you use the rerolls for the goose? I was under the impression that the rerolls were for us, and not the goose. I don't think that anybody said that the goose should have a reroll. I'm not seeing that.
I think
was looking at
against
the abyssal chicken.
6 level 20s, the goose can have a reroll.
Well, it doesn't matter because I need to pull up the goose because I was looking at the abyssal chicken. I was like, that's too low.
Is the goose also an abyssal creature? by any
Oh, it's
chance?
abyssal and infernal.
Okay.
Guess who has a favorite enemy? It's me.
I'm sorry, what was the save again?
19.
Ooh, nice.
On what stat?
Dex.
Yeah, that I just missed it. So yeah, what do you do to that goose?
So I'm calling it at 6th level. I'm gonna D&D Beyond roll that because that's 60-10. That's a total
Jesus.
of 34 points of damage. A lot of those didn't do very well in those rolls.
You scratched it.
So she's just kind of swirling bits of lightning in from the sky and the storm cloud that she's holding over the goose.
Yeah,
And
is
then
that
when it
your-
only like barely flicks it, she just like looks back at the party like, She'll just keep kind of calling the storm, and that's it for my turn.
Ooh.
Oh,
Did you
okay.
read that
Alright.
chat? Did you read that chat?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Thank that person.
Thank you to whoever that was.
What? Let's go.
So I got something to do when it's the goose's turn. All right. Next up is Antonio. I'm sorry, Anton.
Same, it's fine. As the shield floats in front of him, He looks at his sword, which is not magical, so he's not gonna do as much. But he says, "This is why I'm here." Noted. And he speeds off towards this Gooseiana, if you will. And I'm gonna start attacking. First attack is does a 19 hit?
Nope.
Noted. Second attack, I'm using a reroll to make this at advantage. Oh yeah. Wait. Oh, I am not that type of fighter. Lucky. Does a 30 hit?
Yes. It's a monstrosity. It's not like a god.
Valid. So with this attack, it needs to make a strength saving throw, please.
Of what? What's the DC on that?
Let me go check really quickly. It should be 8 plus 6, 19.
Okay. Oh darn. The goose made it because it has a +8 on saving throws for strength. It's a strong but slow goose.
That's valid. I'm gonna do all of my damage at the end to make it easier.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna hit 2 more times because that's a 27 to hit.
Yep.
It doesn't say I can't keep using it. Make another strength saving throw.
There's no limit on that?
This is my telekinetic thrust, so no.
All right, as a DM, I am going to stop you at a certain point, so everyone else can do combat.
Oh no, I'm not. It's not. Nothing's going to hinder them. It's going to help.
And I'm using my disadvantage, so that fails.
They are prone. If they can be prone.
I'm going to say the goose cannot be prone, because that goose lands on the ground. It's going to make basically the roof cave in on and kill all of you.
Okay,
it will be rocks fall, everyone dies.
Like,
the goose,
what size is goose?
The goose is monstrous. It is huge.
Like Godzilla size?
Godzilla, but
kaiju?
Kaiju sized goose.
Ooh. So it's more okay.
Like 3 bears together.
More than 3 bears.
4, 7, 10 bears.
And I am like Smurf, so I am 3 apples high.
14, 22.
You're thinking of Hello Kitty.
32, 37.
Smurf?
Plus 37 plus. Where are you at? You are a D6? Nope, D12. Nope. Yes, D12. 37 plus. That was a horrible roll.
This is math.
Plus 7. It was 30 something plus 7.
42.
42.
44. Actually.
A number.
Sure, it's a number.
Yeah.
Ember, you are up next.
Yes. So I cast Fireball.
All right.
And I spend a sorcery point so it doesn't hit everybody in the room.
Excellent.
I use careful
Roll.
spell.
Excellent. I forget, does Fireball have a DC
It's
to
a
hit?
Dex 20.
That I've got to beat a 20?
Yes.
Well, it's probably not going to work because our goose is not dexterous.
Oh dear. Oh, goose.
Oh boy. For dex. It barely misses.
Fireball misses?
Yes, but it does singe the goose on the way.
If I can, as a reaction to that, I would like to add woe, which is whenever a creature you can see within 30 feet of you is making an attack roll, a saving throw, or an ability check, I can use my reaction to roll a d6 and subtract that number from your roll.
Oh, wow. Okay, then if that's the case, then
What a help!
the goose is starting to cook.
Roll a d6 to see. I mean, I don't know how much it subtracts.
I mean, unless I roll a
Subtract
1 or a 2, it probably it's subtracted enough.
Yay! Hit him!
Then whoa, you can make luck do weird things too. It does clean 40 damage.
Okay.
And for my bonus action, I'm going to send one of the stars to the goose. That's a ranged spell attack from me.
No way. Natural 20.
Whoa!
Well, that's
So
great.
I need to get
Nice.
another 4d.
Woo!
Oh boy,
This is why
I
D&D Beyond is so good because you're like, boop, and it's.
I mean,
But
go
it's-
again.
Viscerally satisfying.
That's true. The
Okay,
physical
alright,
aspect,
alright,
which is like.
Let's see. 20, 30, 40, 51, 62, 63.
well, you put a hurting on the goose. You start to smell singed feathers and cooked flesh. You put a
Smells
hurting
like
on
Christmas.
this goose. Yeah. Yeah.
Christmas is coming.
That's my
Um,
turn.
Okay. Krakatoa, it is you.
Tis I. So first, I pet little Brian Gooseling on my shoulder. This has nothing to do with you. This is about fate and returning home. And I, as a bonus action, cast Huntress Mark on the goose, the big goose, the bad goose, which means I can do additional damage when I do hit it. And then I'm gonna get out my oath bow. Oath bow. It's very big. It's very large. It does a plus 13 to hit. So I'm gonna try to hit this abyssal goose, which is my favorite enemy. That, my friends, is a 12 plus 13, so 20, 25 to hit. Does it hit? Yeah, and the damage is pretty crazy because I get. Oh, I need more dice. So I have 1d6.
Although I am going to give you a disadvantage on your next roll for using crazy.
I'm sorry. This is very good though.
1, 2, 3, 4 plus. Okay, here we go. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Plus 5 is 24. 24 damage.
I need to do some math because wow. I thought I'd up the goose enough. I could be wrong.
You thought you goosed it.
I did think I goosed it, and
The BEG.
yeah.
BBEG.
Who let me be a game designer?
Bird.
Okay, that is
Big bird and goose, yes.
That is not enough to kill it, but the goose is swaying. You see just wisps of fire taking out its like downy under feathers, and it leans back and trumpets this horrible screeching noise that you'll remember for the rest of your days. And through the portal comes the last thing you ever wanted to see. Tiamat. The goose called in reinforcements.
Called in a goddess, a dragon goddess.
The goose just has Tiamat's number?
Obviously, he used to call me on my goose
Yeah.
phone.
Kinda messed up.
Do you think
Baby, when I need my honk.
this is bad, but maybe we can get our revenge for it killing us?
Maybe.
You got like 2 more attacks, don't you, or something like that?
Mm-mm. No, because it's a double-handed weapon, so no.
Oh, okay.
Now, question. How
In or out of
badly
character?
did we hurt Tiamat before we fell?
Not a lot. It was an epic battle, and Tiamat is a goddess, and she's mad.
No disrespect to Tiamat's godlike status. I just want to know what we're dealing with at the
We're
moment.
level 20. We can take on a god. We're gonna die.
What's this level 20 you speak of?
I don't know.
So it is actually Hector's turn next, and I'm going to roll and add Tiamat into the initiative.
Oh, God.
Okay.
All right. So Hector whips out his halberd, and he Dynasty Warriors like Lubu's like spins on top of his head and then just like moves forward and then begins to like thrust as he goes to attack the goose with a mighty 16, which is probably not going to hit.
No, that did
You know
not.
what?
You
Actually-
whiffed.
Actually, I'm going to spend a luck point to go and re-roll. If that's okay.
Okay. There's so many rerolls, you can reroll twice if you want.
Okay. That was an 18. Oh my god. All right. I'm just going to go ahead and go to my second attack. I got 4 attacks. Let me do this really quick. That was a natural 1. We're doing great. And that was another natural 1.
Sir.
Oh my god.
Dice are
D&D
cursed.
Beyond, why?
I know. I got to use physical dice after this. That one was a... what was that? That one was a 28.
Well, the 28 definitely hits.
Okay. Then that one attack, I'll go ahead and do my damage.
Okay.
To do 9 damage. It is a magical weapon that I'm using.
All right, so I'm gonna give you double damage because it's magical, and the goose is honking weakly, and it is like slumped against a wall. Imagine like when Godzilla movies happen and Godzilla's always looking so beat up, like he's about to die, like in every movie. This is the goose right now. Alka,
Yes.
it is your turn.
Yes. So, someone in the chat gave Alka wild magic. I can use magic missile at 5th level, so that would be 5.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So, first of all, I'm going to run towards, because I'm already dead. So this is we're in. Might as well go for broke. So, I put my hand in the dirt, and with unarmed strike, I'm just gonna punch the goose in the face, like right in the goose eye. Like I'm gonna leap through the air and go at this kaiju with magic dirt that he believes, and just gonna unarmed strike him in the face.
Okay.
So we'll roll to hit that. And that is, does a 29 hit?
Yes.
Exquisite. So let's roll the damage on that. Well, it just does 7 hit points of damage automatically there. That's what it does.
Okay. But don't you get more than one attack because you're raging?
Oh, I'm not done. That's my
Okay.
first move. I just want to know what my dirt punch does to the goose.
Because you punched it in the eye and you use your dirt, it like rocks over and makes that squawk again, and its eye closes because you got dirt in its eye.
Uh-huh.
That's the
Magic
eye that's on this side.
It's magic dirt.
Yes, it's magic dirt. So it's like,
Mhm.
imagine like when you really get dirt in your eye and you're like, ah!
Mhm.
That's the goose is doing the equivalent of that.
Okay, great. So while I'm standing on its moaning head, with the other hand, I'm going to use each one of those magic missiles, and since I get 1 to each one of Tiamat's head.
So you're initiating against Tiamat, okay?
Well, look, it's blocking the entrance.
All right.
So those will hit for 1d4 plus.
Wait, so you're attacking Tiamat, correct?
Yo.
So you
It's
still
such
have
an
to roll.
ominous question.
I have to roll,
Wait.
but it's a magic missile.
Oh, that's right. Magic missile
Yeah.
does hit.
It just
All
hits.
right.
So I'm just trying to piss her off. So so I'm gonna magic missile, boom, 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 each one of her heads, and that's just my second attack.
All right. So
And that is 3 plus 4, 7, plus 2, so that's 9, plus 4, so that's 13, plus 2, so 15 hit points of magic missile to each one of boom, 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 boom. That's just letting her know I'm here.
yeah, she knows you're there, and she's even more mad now.
Yeah, I get it. So now Grandpapa comes out. How close am I to one of her heads?
Tiamat, you're not close at all. She came through the portal. But she's
Okay.
basically over there. Like you would have to finish your turn by using the rest of your action to run over to Tiamat and hope that you survive until her next turn is done.
Okay, well then I'm just gonna turn and just try to cut the goose's head off with Grandpapa.
Go for it.
With Grandpapa.
All right.
I need a drawing of Grandpapa the axe.
Yeah. So, actually, the first one did not roll well, so I'm going to re-roll that.
Because you do
Just
have an
a sec.
advantage from the chat.
I do. I have advantage and I have re-roll, so I'm going to re-roll that. Just a second. Does 23 hit the goose?
The goose, yes, it does.
Great. So, oh, I forgot to add. I'm enraged, so I get to add. I was allowed to add 1d4. Or no, I was actually add +4 to all of those other attacks, but I didn't. So anyway.
Yeah, and it's Tiamat. It in the grand scheme of things, that didn't hurt her.
Yeah. So that's 20 hit points to the goose with Grandpapa.
So, Todd,
Yeah.
how do you want to do this?
So it goes chunk like this, and then because of the fireball, thank you, Ember, I'm a little peckish. So I'm just gonna take a little taste of the goose flesh, the cooked goose flesh, and I will say, your goose is cooked. And then I just lob the rest of the head off.
Wow. Well done. You do get covered in goose blood, though.
Fair enough. And it mixes, so it's a purplish glow through the red.
Yes, and the goose would be next.
Smurf this.
You killed the goose. Congratulations.
Ho-ho! So I guess we can just go through the portal, right? Because that was the goal.
The goose
No.
puzzle.
No, you did. Well, you did defeat the goose. However, there's still a 5-headed dragon that is really angry now that Alka has zapped it with the random eldritch blast he could suddenly do. And the goose actually is up. I'm sorry, the Tiamat is up next. He's not happy.
We about to die.
We have the
Again.
power of friendship. We're good.
Remember when our biggest fear was a goose?
Mhm.
Good times.
Good times.
So, Alka, Tiamat is looking right at you. And since you went for all of its heads, it is going. Oh, and that's a legendary action. Hold on. Well, it's a one shot. We're doing it.
Where am I gonna go? Hell?
True. She takes 2 legendary actions.
You only live twice.
Yes, her green dragon head rears back and spits a column of acid green at you. I need a Constitution saving throw. You have to beat 27.
Okay.
Does it just hit Alka or?
No, it's a 90-foot cone.
I'm
So
gonna.
it's aiming for Alka.
Oh wait,
but
hang on. I'm looking for saves on D&D Beyond here, or do I just touch con?
There should be
It's the
saving
top left.
throws. Yeah.
No, it's I'm doing it electronically, so
Oh,
it
you're
might
on
be
a
under
weird part of your character sheet.
abilities saves. Okay. Oh, here we go. Found it. A con saving throw.
Hey, if it's a 90-foot cone, I'm
22.
feeling we're all in that.
You fail.
I failed,
I'm gonna say that Tiamat is far back, so the rest of you.
but I get a re-roll.
Yes, but you still gotta be the 27.
I'm about to.
Woo!
He said confidently, by rolling a 28.
Nice.
That's hilarious.
It's
So-
in D&D Beyond.
It's
Yeah.
on D&D Beyond. I see it.
I believe you. That was just my you foiled me face. But
In your face, 5-headed beast.
you still take half damage though.
That's fine.
Half of 77 poison damage.
Okay.
which is
38.
normally 22d6.
So how much?
38.
38? That's how much I took?
Yeah.
Is little scratch.
And for her other legendary action, she's going to aim at all of you.
Oh, great.
Uh-huh. Look, this is Tiamat. I could just burn all legendary.
Oh, well,
actions.
oh, we could just die right now. We're dead.
The
We're
Dragon Ball
dead
Z.
again.
Wait, how close is one of the heads to me, by the way? Because I do get a thing called retaliation if I take any damage during a melee. Is
wasn't
anything
melee.
within 5 feet of me?
No, she's
No,
not
yes,
within
no?
5 feet of you.
Okay, I'm just asking.
I mean, she's a giant dragon, but there's basically, well, also the goose's body would be between you at this point too.
I'm standing on Goose.
Full cover.
Cover. Oh my god. So,
That does no cover.
true. So Tiamat's white head does a cone of cold breath. Everyone give me a dex saving throw. You need a 27.
Mhm.
I don't even know if I can make that. Hold on.
Yeah, I don't think that's mathematically possible for me.
I would
Well,
like to use a
16 now.
reroll. I would like to use a
Yes.
reroll because I was a nat
Yes.
1.
We have so many rerolls. Please feel free.
I failed that.
There's no way I get up that high.
Yeah, I got an 11.
Oh boy.
I physically cannot make
I
that.
can't either.
Babe.
I've only got a +2.
I have a
Alright.
+1.
What was the number we needed?
You need a 27, so you
Nope.
all take half of 72.
So,
But in reaction to that, in reaction to the cold slamming into you, Vesper, you can make up to 3 creatures within 30 feet take 4d10 lightning damage. Obviously, that would not affect the blue head of Tiamat because that head shoots lightning, but you could make Tiamat take 4d10 of damage. Lightning damage.
What kind of damage did they deal to us?
Everyone took cold damage, and Alka took an additional bit of poison damage.
Got it, cold. Okay.
how
Resistant
much
to a
da-
lot of things and not that.
we took. What did we take on the last one? I
So
apologize.
everyone took, everyone who made the save, if anyone made it, otherwise you all took 72 cold damage.
72. Okay.
And then Alka took
It's like
half
hell
on-
froze over.
Literally.
I can see the attacker, right? So,
Oh yeah,
I
you
have-
all can see Tiamat.
okay, I have an uncanny dodge, so I get to half it no matter what happens. Yay.
Okay.
Nice.
All right, so Vesper, are you going to use that wild magic?
Yeah, let's do it. And then let me grab my d10s. How many d10s was it? 4?
40-10.
4 d10s. All right. Let's do it. I will roll this while somebody wants to do something else if you'd like.
Well, it's actually
get-
your turn next, so unless someone wants to do a reaction.
I was gonna say I get a reaction after I get hit one time. I have
Okay.
my magical item was Rakdos's Guild Signet Ring, so I can cast Hellish Rebuke when I get hurt. It's only 2d10, but let's see what happens. It's fire damage. Does Tiamat take fire damage?
No.
No? Yes? It's not a lot. It's 9.
Damage immunity is acid, cold, fire, lightning, poison, bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing from non-magical attacks.
So half of 9 is what it takes?
Yes.
Fire! Oh, it wasn't very effective. Okay, I sit back down.
It wasn't
I've got-
super effective.
I've got 24 on that reaction.
Nice. All right. Tiamat hisses. One of the head that does cold damage, like recoils back at the fire and light at the lightning damage.
All
For
right.
whatever reason, that's the one who's like, here.
Okay. I would like to. Would I have enough information to know if necrotic damage is something that isn't gonna hurt Tiamat?
You would, and actually, necrotic would.
Excellent. So in like culling this storm, and we'll see if no, it's gonna be very good at con. I'm gonna change my mind really quick. I'm gonna switch that, and I'm gonna pull down some more lightning, but this time I'm pulling at 9th level. That's again a dex save of 19. I'm using my 9th level spell slot. Let's go.
Let's do it.
All right, I'm going to take a reroll on this if the DM can. If not, I won't worry about it. Oh, nope. Tiamat fails.
Whoa!
Okay.
In your
All right.
faces.
Excellent. That is 56 points of damage. And then you know what? I actually do have something I can do as a bonus action. Let me see. I should be able to at least try, and I find it relatively unlikely, grasping vine as a bonus action.
And what does that do?
Conjure a vine that sprouts from the ground in an unoccupied space. When I cast it, you can direct the vine to lash out at a creature within 30 feet. The creature must succeed on a dex save or be pulled directly towards the vine. So I'm trying to kind of just pull it towards the ground. I'd like to try and like wrangle its heads down to obscure its aim of us.
Okay, so you're basically trying to get Tiamat lassoed.
Yes.
All right. I am going to take advantage of a reroll because we just have so many.
That's fair. You do it. And that's a dex save of 19, same as my last.
Oh my god. I have to show you this. An 11 and a 2.
Woo!
My
Okay,
own
so we
dice that I
love
made with my
Tiamat's
hands.
dex. We're loving Tiamat's dex stats. I'm so here for this. Great. So grasped and pulled down kind of towards the ground.
You all see this, and Tiamat's like roaring, and then the roars turn a little bit confused as you see these vines shoot up out of the floor. You hear the cracking noise as they come up and start to wrap around each of Tiamat's head, pulling it down almost like if you were lassoing a wild animal. And it's thrashing, and it's very confused because this isn't how things are supposed to go. But for the moment, you have wrangled Tiamat.
And probably deeply upset her. Let's go.
Can we run up and over her like Fred Flintstone? And go out the portal?
Or, you know what? It's a one shot. Let's do it. You all have to explain how this does. She's incapacitated. This is your one shot to escape. Do not throw away your shot.
Then I'll cast Alter Gravity. I have my Wheel of Stars. I didn't get to use it yet up to this point. I will cast Wheel of Gravity, which I can cast Fly on myself. And I'm soaring. I don't even have to wild shape. I'm just lifting.
All right. How is everyone running or escaping over Tiamat through this portal?
I'll say as well, vines are awesome and nice, but big dragon goddess might be, snapping out at some point. So he just sticks his hand out as his eyes glow and flash almost as bright as my background. And then there's almost like a wave of force that begins to constrict and hold in place as I cast telekinesis with my psionics to hold them in place and say, "You go, and then I will let go once you all are out."
Oh, you 7 foot amazing. Boom. Alka just books past, wants to high five Anton. I doubt it'll. Oh, it happened. Okay, great. That makes it.
So as I'm concentrating, you feel a force hit you.
Boom.
It's just like
yes, mage 5. So Alka just stomps on the head that spit the acid.
As you go by.
Yeah, as I go by, and I kind of want to give him a whack, give her a whack with Grandpapa, but I just keep going up the back, and then I'm going to, like I said, like Fred Flintstone when the whistle blows, surf down the tail towards the exit.
All right, you do that, and you fly off the end of the tail and go through this glowing portal. You're out.
Yabba dabba doo!
All right, and Vesper, you flew out?
I'm gonna lift, but I do want to wait and make sure that Hector, Krakakawa, and Ember are all getting out as well. So I'm just gonna kind of hover above the portal for a moment.
Okay.
So Anton's not left in here alone until everyone's out.
All right, who's next?
I look to Hector and I reach out my hand. Do you trust me?
weighs in forever, and then like slap it. Yeah.
Dimension door.
There's a door there's a portal right there.
Right,
Oh, you're
to
going
the
dimension
portal,
door.
and then-
Got
yep.
it.
Boom, boom.
All right, are you out?
Yeah.
All right.
I pet little Ryan Gooseling. We're gonna be okay, buddy. We're gonna make it. And I guess I'm gonna stealth out. Before I do, I'm gonna cast fog clouds to make it even more hard to see how stealthy I be with my little goose.
All right, and you're taking the goose with you, is what I'm hearing.
Yes.
Okay.
I'll roll for it. I'll see what's going on.
Now, I just want to be sure I'm confirming you're taking an infernal creature out of hell.
Okay. Your family. Ohana means family.
All right, do you escape with your gosling?
I sure will with a 27 on stealth. I think
yeah.
I do.
Yeah, I mean you didn't have to stealth. Tiamat's held down pretty well, but yes, you make the stealthiest exit.
Anyway.
No one.
Alka turns around and you're already behind him. What the?
Yep. All right. I believe that leaves just Anton and Vesper.
Once Krakakaka gets out, as I'm still holding down, my other hand kind of squeezes as my body floats once more off of the ground. And then they start to fly towards the portal, making sure that Vesper's in front, so they're the last one out. So Anton's the last one out.
When Anton is finally actually moving towards the portal, I'll start moving through.
All right, you all get through the portal, and as Anton comes through, you find yourself in a beautiful green valley. There's no sign of war, there's no sign of a fight. And you just hear singing coming from below. And you are fine. You're back in your body. You open your eyes, you can feel, you can breathe, you can smell. You're back home in the mortal plane. You defeated the goose and you got out.
And we brought a goose to make more geese in this land.
Oh no, we brought him. No!
Invasive species. Yeah.
That is part 2 for whenever we do charity again.
Is anyone else worried that we left Tiamat there and that we will, as we are told, inevitably end up back there? But now we have greatly angered a god sitting in Avernus.
That's a
You might
tale
have
for
angered
another
Tiamat.
time.
That's future
The
us
first
problem.
time we fought.
In the timeline, where did we end up as for...
You wound up a week before you set out for the battle, so you never actually went to fight Tiamat.
It's a time tunnel.
Oh, no battle,
Because that would
but
be the only way.
We
That'd
should
be
go
really
warn
the only
ourselves.
That
We
could
should
be
go
the
warn
next-
ourselves.
I don't think that's quite how this is going to work, but...
And that's when I put my hands on the ground. No, that's how it will work.
And with that,
I trust
you
your
have-
magic.
Yes, and with that, you all have survived. You're alive once more, and maybe we'll have Tiamat's revenge if we ever get to do this again for charity or for fun.
Thank you, Tiamat's
Thank you so
revenge.
much,
That was super
Tanya.
good.
Thank
Yay.
you.
We did it. I don't know if Amy is lurking anywhere, but do you want us to do outros, or do you want to join us first? Okay.
That's $6,100 raised.
Yes. All right, we're going to do our outros, and then the wonderful Amy Dolan is going to join us to take us out after several days of celebrating, a lot of fundraising. So I'm going to go in reverse order and end with myself. So I'm going to start with Michelle. Who are you? Where can we find you next? What are you up to?
Hi, I'm Michelle Bradley. You can find me at I Am Tree Bunny on the internet. And you can find me every Tuesdays over on Hunters Entertainment's Twitch channel doing Outbreak Undead. Is getting very close to TPK over there. Wednesday nights you can find me on Paizo's official channel on Twitch. We're playing Secrets of Magic, showcasing the new book that's just come out right now for Pathfinder. You can find me on sometimes on Thursdays on Critical Role, or on next week, one last episode of Pretty Little Liches, which I'm in with Omega. And yeah, I'm also a producer over at Twitch. You can find me producing the show over on Twitch Gaming called The Weekly, which is every week on Thursdays at 11 a.m.
Awesome. DeAngelo.
Yeah, my name is DeAngelo Murillo. You can find me on social media at _DeAngelo. And this was super, super fun. Next for me, I think next weekend is D&D Diversity, the first episode of getting like awesome POC creators together to celebrate their wonderfulness and show people some awesome people to follow. And then also Homies Helping Homies is that same weekend, which is an event I created to get indie performers paid for their like sessions and everything. So people come in, they watch, they tip to change the story, and then everything gets split amongst the cast at the end. So it's super cool. Yeah.
Sam.
I'm Sam DeLeve. I'm a role-playing performer and variety streamer throughout the Twitchernet. You can find me and my whole schedule of when I pop out groundhog-like in your local internet void at twitch.tv/delevely, DELEVELY, as well as all of my one-offs on my Twitter at Tchaikovsky, CHAIKOVSKY.
Thank you. Todd, where can people find you?
On the Twitter, I'm Todd Stashwick. On Instagram, I'm T Stashwick. I have things coming up, but I can't talk about that stuff. But I can talk about. I'm very excited. I did just put out a book. It's a D&D-ish fantasy RPG themed cocktail book. If you like drinking tiki drinks and you like playing fantasy RPG, that's available on my website, thenerdcircus.com. Selling nerdy merch over there for fun. I created that with my buddy Trader Brandon. So that's kind of the big fun stuff, and I'm always honored to be invited to work the dice for Jasper's game. This is a cause near and dear to my heart. So the man that introduced Dungeons and Dragons to me, my cousin Tori, took his own life. So not to get too maudlin, these two causes are very tethered in my heart, and so I'm always honored to be asked and thank the people at home for supporting fun games. Thank you for running this game, and thank you for donating. It means a ton. It means a ton. Thank you.
Thank you. CB.
Hi, again, my name is Omega Jones, also known as the Critical Bard across all social media channels. Again, I'm a professional actor and vocalist out of the Midwest, tabletop professional, hot mess incarnate. I do many things over on twitch.tv/criticalbard, where I am a partner Twitch streamer, playing things like Dead by Daylight and other games, but some not right now because, companies want to be silly. But past that, you can catch me on many different TTRPGs and D&D shows, such as Let's Get Wild Mount on my channel on Saturdays, Dungeons and Durags over on twitch.tv/INDG on Sundays with Tanya, where I am the DM. You can catch me on Curse of Strahd campaign over on twitch.tv/Realmsmith. And typically on Fridays, you can catch me on twitch.tv/RockPunchATL for Tampo, which is a D&D campaign set in the Islands of Sina Una campaign setting, which is inspired by pre-colonial Filipino culture. And their book just came in, so I wanted to shout them out and say, check out the Islands of Sina Una. It's pretty freaking rad, honestly. Very happy to be here. Catch me for my socials for anything that may be popping up. You won't be seeing me again very soon, but I can't talk about it yet, I don't think. So I'll just leave that out in the open. That's me.
Saige.
Hey, I'm Saige Ryan. I go by Not Saige everywhere on the internet. I am a streamer on my channel, as well as a host and producer in a bunch of other places. You can find me also all the dang time on the Pixel Circus channel, including tonight at 7 p.m. Pacific for our D&D 5e campaign failed save. It is chaotic, messy, and lovely. You can find me on the D&D channel with Tanya, of course, every week for the Black Dice Society. You can find me on Smosh and Smosh Games all the dang time. And most of the hub for where I'm going to be on any given week is over on my Twitter.
And I'm Tanya. I've been your DM, the purveyor of chaos, along with all of your donations. Again, thank you very, very much for all of that. As for me, you can find me on my channel Wednesday nights for Into the Motherlands, the game that I am creating along with a very talented group of POC creators. Omega has actually signed on to write some stuff for us as well. And Wednesday nights, at least for 7 more sessions, we're going to be on my channel, 4 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Central. Thursdays, I'm with Saige, and I'm excited to see what happens next week once Saige is back. I play a Drawdown Pure Blood Hunter. And Sundays, TBD, we will be back with Rivals Waterdeep with not just 1, but 2 DMs. Brian and Eugenio are going to co-DM Season 11, so let's see what happens. I don't know. and Dungeons and Do-Rags is also back on Sundays. So there's far too much of me on the internet. I'm now just an RPG streamer. I'm trying to take Dave's crown. But I'm everywhere Cypher Tier. Thank you again. And I know that Amy Dolan is going to join us. Look,
Hey,
DeAngelo's
Amy.
me.
Hey. Can we see me? Can we hear me? Did I make it?
You're
Yes.
here.
Yes.
You're here.
Hello.
Y'all, thank you so much for that hellishly wonderful game. You'll see, I was up in chat the whole time. It was amazing. I was on the edge of my seat. I'm so glad you've introduced Hellgeese to the regular material planes. I can't wait to see how that goes. But a huge thank you from all of us to all of you for joining us for this incredible finale game to make it a really, really special one. And thank you all for your donations all this week. We started this week with a goal of $2,000 for Jasper's Game Day and Stack Up, and y'all tripled it. $6,130.25 is our current total for Jasper's Game Day. So to hear a little bit more about that, do we have Fenway here on the stream with us?
My mic is on now.
Hi!
Hi. How are you?
I'm great. How are you doing?
I'm doing fantastic.
This is the voice of Fenway Jones, the founder of Jasper's Game Day. Thank you so much for letting us work with you. It was our honor to help raise money for your amazing organization and your partner organization Stack Up this week. Is there anything that you would want to say to folks as we close out?
Well, also, you don't have to thank me for partnering with you, because it's always my honor to partner with D&D Beyond and all of these lovely folks. But just a huge thank you to everyone who has donated, boosted, supported, been in chat, all of the mods, everyone. Thank you so much for being a part of this event. It has been amazing, and I have been telling all of the parties their Tiltify goal or Tiltify donations. I have loved watching all of these games.
A crucial behind the scenes helping us apply the many wild magics. Thank you for every single one, donators. But boy, just some fireballs and a whole lot of potted plants. I feel like that was the other theme of the week. Just several potted plants. Our final total for today was $6,130.25. But of course, you could still give for a little while longer at dndbeyond.link/donate. Jasper's Game Day is a 501c3 nonprofit organization that raises money for suicide prevention and to combat the stigma around discussing mental health. Stack Up is a charity that supports active duty service members and veterans with mental health through the power of gaming. Thank you all for an incredible anniversary week to celebrate D&D Beyond turning 4 years old. We love to throw a party for our birthday, and those of us who are new to the team this year feel really honored that we get to help carry this tradition forward. If you missed any of our live games and special dev updates this week, including any part of this one before now, hi if you just arrived, you can catch up with these on YouTube in the next few days. And don't forget, we have an anniversary week sale going on until August 22nd, and everyone with an account on dndbeyond.com can claim our gorgeous red sparkly Beyond dice set. So if you don't have an account yet, register for free by August 31st to grab those free digital dice. They may or may not betray you. They're dice. They're fickle. Although apparently they made us a chart and they are actually fair, they claim. Tricksy engineers, you have to watch them. And no matter when you're watching this, it is always a good time to throw some support at Jasper's Game Day and stackup.org. And remember, you are not a critical failure. I have been Amy Dallin. I'm so grateful all these incredible folks could join us this week. And for this incredible finale game, thank you for watching. And we will see you all next time on D&D Beyond.
Bye, everyone.
Thanks, friends.
Bye.
Bye.